Welcome to Keeping in Character. I'm Sam, I'm your DM, and we have a special guest.
Hello. That guy.
This is Greg. He, owns this place that we're playing at.
It doesn't suck.
So,
Bigger
that's
than
all.
you see.
Border Keep games.
So every time we come into Border Keep, this is the guy. Yep.
Well, thank you.
This is one of the guys.
I have a partner here too, Derek. I
Yes.
can't diminish that guy too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes,
Right, brother.
Derek is the.
But thank you for inviting me to your game. I think this is your 10th.
Nine.
Nine.
10th time we shot. One time it was hot garbage.
It's just
Yep.
hot,
So,
hot.
yep. What you gonna do? Disappointing, but here we are.
I love
Okay.
games. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. So where we left off last time, actually, I'm going to. Nope, I changed up how I was going to do things. So you guys just came out of the church. Well, actually, let me do a little recap here. So you had finished the fight with the Silver Mask, got into the city. Sunmut was pissed because his cart was on fire. Took Shkaba and went off somewhere talking about barrels. And you guys paid for some overpriced bread, stole some stuff, dropped off the corpse and Yizgalin with the Landvateurs, and went to the Church of Kryi and to find the High Priestess. It turns out she wasn't there, and it cost 500 gold to do what you guys want to do.
Yeah, it's really expensive to preserve potatoes around here.
And that's where we left off. You guys are walking out of the church proper and
the fire keepers.
ready to go.
So where are we gonna get 500 gold?
Jeremy don't know. It just falls out of the sky. No.
Is that a new trick?
No, it's a joke.
Oh.
Remember, funny goblin.
Yeah, usually I'm down for that. But,
That one time you were really funny.
That's good, but maybe funny doesn't get us 500 gold, but maybe Shkaba could. I don't know, maybe he made a deal with Sunmut, or maybe they have a lead on maybe a job we can do, or...
well, we better find Skaba then.
Oh, I miss him. Maybe I just miss my pocket. No, I think I miss him. Nah, it's the pocket.
Awesome. All right, so you guys are walking down through the area that you're at is a little bit higher up from the rest of the city. There is the keep right behind you, and then in front of you there's the rest of the city that kind of goes down a little bit and then eventually goes down to the river. You guys came in through a gate on the eastern side of the river, which is the same side of the city that you're on. It looks like the side on the opposite of the river is it starts getting more residential, while this side is a little more public, that kind of thing. So where are you headed to?
Well, we don't even know where Shkaba went with Sunmut. He could be dead, I don't know.
When was he supposed to be back? I don't know how long they were going to take. We don't have a lot of time to wait.
They could have just left and we never see them again. I don't know. They didn't give us too much information.
So
I hope to see him again.
Again, I really just think you like the pocket. I think we were right.
Yeah.
But
do you have some way to contact him?
with your drunken fairy ways.
You get a little awkward remembering you're in the middle of a city and just said drunken fairy ways, and you're like, right.
It's a joke. Haha.
Just because, like, I fly and he flies.
You
just
don't.
know
No.
each other.
I throw you sometimes.
Sonny.
I dig that.
But maybe best is to report back to Yizgalin and just let them know what we found out.
I don't think you can throw me.
I can throw you.
Well, now that I believe. I don't.
I inspire Ribos to throw you.
Okay, that seems.
Come on, let's go back to the Landwetter.
All right.
So that's in between the river and the gates out of the city. There's and where you guys are is where the Landwetter kind of home base is. So you come walking up to it, and there's the same gnome sitting on the front stoop. He goes, "Oh, hi, folks.
I remember you.
You guys need supplies? I got you your supplies.
Yeah, we need supplies.
Gotcha. Come on in." And he opens up the door. Just he doesn't follow you in. He just lets you on in. Doesn't say anything about you this time.
Jeremy kind of follows in turn awkwardly behind Ribos, kind of taking a place, remembering kind of the situation from last time.
Right.
Just be normal. Don't ask for booze. Just be normal. Don't ask for booze.
Shh, I got your booze in my backpack.
You see Yazgalan kind of poke her head out of that little office that was in. What are you doing here?
Were we not supposed to come back?
Is it ready then?
Well, close the door. Look, it's expensive, obviously. She wasn't there. The High Priestess is not in the temple.
Of course she wasn't.
She's a day's ride to the north.
That close.
Yeah, that's close.
She's always riding off, saving somebody.
It's Hollygrove. Are you familiar?
No, not particularly, but it sounds like it's one of the old groves.
What do you mean by that?
In the Elvish culture, there's been there was a religion before the Bryn Twillith, and it's still around. It's just smaller and in pockets. So there's certain places called groves where they're allowed to be. Sunny perks up.
That's a pocket religion?
So the pocket
I am
where they're allowed to exist without any interference is called a grove. They all have grove at the end, and they usually have some sort of plant in the beginning of the name. They're all the same. But if she went there, then there's likely some sort of dispute or something.
So even if we go there, we might not be able to get an audience.
Who knows? But we can't exactly cart this one around too much because, well, we draw unneeded attention. And we're a lot safer here in a town full of guards and than a house full of mercenaries than I am on the road.
Yeah.
You're not there.
There you back. No. Didn't notice.
Look at the sky.
So I feel like we have a couple of problems here. First, we don't know where the hell Skabal is. Second, those potatoes are going to go bad anytime.
We have a few days.
Well,
3, 4.
that's really, in my experience, not enough time to come up with 500 gold pieces.
And traveling has not been very easy for us.
That is the normal price. But we have a special circumstance. I hope that you would be able to cut us a deal, as it were.
Well, I don't know her, so I can't
Well,
say.
imagine the people that owned the potatoes and how wealthy they are. They'd be very happy to pay whatever price to save the potatoes.
This is a very good point.
I do agree.
Yes, that makes sense. Maybe we can make a deal.
Exactly.
Where do we find connections?
I'm sure the potatoes themselves will speak for themselves.
But who?
I'm afraid that the potatoes were done speaking for now.
No, I mean, well, that's the whole point. We're going to be, the potatoes will be speaking eventually.
This is his
Right.
goblin, right?
Yes.
I love it. He's like just completely, I guess
He's
that's
going
what we're
with it,
doing
yeah,
now.
like-
Potatoes.
You can't beat them, join it.
Yeah.
So, are we taking the potatoes to Hollygrove then?
No. Because
Okay.
if we leave on the road, whatever attacked us before is likely to come back twice as strong.
So we bring High Priestess back here?
Hopefully.
Oh boy.
But if there's some dispute going on, she's not going to want to come back here for this potatoes.
Well, maybe we could persuade her.
If I don't hear from you within the time it would take you to get there, talk with her for a few hours maybe, and then come back, then I will go to that place myself.
So it's 2 days. Because it's a day's ride.
Right. And so then that will leave me a few days to find you if necessary, and then we will figure out what we need to figure out. There are other priests and priestesses and other religions that can help.
Then why are we not going to them?
You could, I suppose, but I know that those ones will definitely do it for free.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll have to trust your wisdom on this one.
It's a long shot, but it's all we have.
Well, we have precious time that we are wasting talking about it. So if we're going to go, we need to go. And where the hell in the hells is Shkaba. That
I
is.
forgot he was gone.
Yes. If you're going to stay here, we definitely need
Does
Shkaba
anyone
with
know
us.
anything about Sunmut?
Well,
That he's a deceiving bastard?
How about the
he's
mission
got
that they
horns
were
under
going
that funny hat of his.
Yes. What about
He has
the
furry legs.
does he have a mission? What was the mission that he was going on?
He has really bad booze sometimes.
He said something about a barrel.
Yeah,
So I don't know past that.
you know as much as we know.
Sounded
I don't know
like he
how
was going to
Scott's
put Shkaba in the barrel.
You might have to leave him behind. It might take a few days.
Maybe he can get really small like I can.
I doubt it, Sonny. Just forget about him for now. You'll be fine without him. It's just talking.
It's true.
It's never just talking.
I mean, we can try.
Something between here and
I am
there.
Rivals,
Sure.
don't stab anyone that doesn't need stabbing, please.
I start kind of scratching at my own thigh.
Just go before I change my mind.
All right.
Thank you.
What? Fine,
Come,
and I
Rival
will
Sunny, let's go.
Walk out the door, slam it open.
Because okay, got your supplies? Don't need anything else?
No, not right now.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Great.
What supplies? Like, what are they?
Oh, he's giving you guys a reason to be there.
Oh,
Yeah. there's a lot of winking and nodding and
So,
nudging
in
and stuff like
character.
that. Oh
What
yeah.
am I supposed to grab? I can't carry a lot. I'm
Oh,
not
you're fine, honey. It's-
All right, Sunny, let's go. Rivals, we need to go before you start talking to yourself.
you just kind of. Should I leave that kid with him? I don't know.
And Jeremy kind of grabs Sunny by the arm and just like starts dragging her.
So
Hey, gnome,
yes,
is there a warehouse district or anything around here?
I mean
Someplace where they keep a lot of barrels, maybe.
there's the river, there's the traveling tankard, there's all kinds of inns.
Tell me about the traveling tanker. What's that?
It's a dwarvish religion, I guess. It's about drinking and getting drunk and being drunk.
No, and
Sunny.
Jeremy's
Yep.
just like,
Yep, they got traveling. We'll call them priests because that's what they call them. But
I like float just a little bit.
and Jeremy's like drags her back to. No.
but yeah, the dwarves do not like it when you talk about it. Though I don't understand.
I don't like when people.
I don't
talk
get
about
it.
me either.
I don't know.
The
much
halflings are
about
fine. The
dwarves.
halflings they do great with it. There's some dwarves that you got there's no problem. But then you talk to dwarves from the homeland, and whoo boy, they do not care for you talking about it.
So they have a lot of barrels there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And how do I get there?
It's up in the religious district up there.
Do you remember passing such a place? I know there was a
Yes.
place called the Staffing Tankard. That's not the
Yeah,
same.
no, that's them.
Oh,
The
that's-
different churches have different names.
Oh,
Oh.
all right.
Okay, I remember where that is.
Well, we don't have a lot of time. If Shkaba is not there, we're leaving.
The staff and tankard is like the guy that he's the god, I guess. And he has a staff and he has a tankard and he walks around and he spreads merriment and stories. Basically.
Very good. Well, I guess we'll go, but we leave if Shkaba is not there.
Okay.
Well, and then there's
Sunny,
all kinds of people transporting
leave.
things up and down the river.
Shkaba's not
So
I'm already walking.
there's that too.
I'm all
Thank you.
walking
Yep.
in the
we could
direction.
also go to the river.
What, do we have all the time in the world to go to all these places looking for a bird person?
No, you guys said we're going where the booze are. That's where I'm going. And I just walk and like I have no
Right.
idea where I'm actually
Sure, sure.
going.
As I'm talking to Rivals, the sun is just like,
My
Go on.
attention just goes off with Sunny.
Right?
I'm beelining in a direction.
Sure, sure.
listen to me when I'm speaking to you.
Sorry, we get to go catch
You
her.
guys all split up, I guess. I mean, that's what we always do.
I can, no.
No, we're already split enough.
We
Thank
can't
you.
do that.
Oh, all right.
Enough talking.
I'm
Me
not
and
saying
Scott.
leave the child by themselves.
I wasn't talking about myself.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Let's go, let's
Yes,
go.
I'll start walking up to the church itself, and you remember where it's at? It's across from the Silver Mask
It's
Church.
adjacent to the Ankara Temple.
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Good notes.
So you come walking up to it, and it looks like a tavern. People hanging out, having fun, playing music.
Sonny,
It's the middle of the day,
remember,
so it's not too lively.
They don't serve children at bars.
It's okay. I can find a way in.
Also,
can come in.
we're here for Shkaba. You have booze. Rivals has it. We got to keep moving.
Yeah, but you won't let me have any.
Oh gosh.
So how are you guys searching? Are you just
You're the speaker. Why don't you ask questions?
All right. Well.
I
where
open
do
the
I
door
start?
and
Oh.
roll out.
Jeez.
After you.
right.
inside? There's one bar on the far wall, and then a bunch of different booths on the sides and chairs, and but the center of it is very conspicuously cleared out of all chairs and stools and what have you. It's
This is where we fight.
What I was thinking.
there is a stage-ish kind of thing off into the back left corner, which is blocked off by a very sturdy-looking wooden fence. And there is somebody sitting there strumming on a harp, and they're okay, like they're trying, they're practicing, that kind of thing. And there's a few people sitting around drinking and talking and what have you. And then there's one man on the far side that has a tabard, a white tabard with a symbol on them that it looks like almost like a triangle, but it's skewed off to the side. So it almost looks like a stylized version of a drinking horn.
That one. And Jeremy will
There's
beeline,
one.
like
Yep.
scans the room.
Right.
Ah, yes, that one. Oh,
Oh, there.
good day. Just
So it looks like a lot of people call it elfling, but that's considered a little racist. It's a elf halfling combo.
all right, very good.
there.
Hello. We are actually looking for a friend, a kind of larger, a beak,
Sorry, wait. Did you say beak? Oh boy.
bird person.
Oh, you mean Sammy?
I'm standing behind her doing this.
Yeah, right.
Sammy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean he's not here now, but he comes in sometimes.
Oh, all right. Has he been coming in like very, very often?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, no, he's here 2-3 times a week.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, two times. All right.
Have you ever had the pleasure of listening to him?
I have
Oh.
not. I've actually, you know what? I've heard
I don't think that's Sammy.
things about him, and
Okay.
we would love to meet him. Or does he come on these day?
I think tomorrow. I think he's coming in tomorrow.
Ooh, we're really on a time frame, and I really I need some advice from him, and I just haven't
Like
been able to
musical
find
advice, or
Yes. Honestly,
you know he's not much of a talker, right? You've never met Sammy.
I have not. I
It's
said
okay,
I
yeah.
said I heard
Yeah,
things.
he can't talk. He can sing, but he can't talk.
All right, I can sing. Yeah, I really just I'm looking for bird person. Yes, and Sammy sounds like bird person.
Okay, come back tomorrow night and he'll be here.
You-
I don't know where he lives, and I don't know if I could tell you if I knew.
Dang it. All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Yes, of course. And I'm gonna turn around and look at Rybos and Sunny and be like, well, there's not many bird people. They maybe hang out together, or they know each other.
Sure, they all know each other.
I
I'm
think
sure
you're the first bird person I've ever met.
This one has wings. This one has wings. You know, all together.
they're probably
Birds of a
related.
All right, do you have a better idea?
Not really.
Okay, well,
Is there a bartender?
Yeah, that was the guy.
Oh, that was the
yep,
bartender?
The bartender appears to be also the priest.
all right.
Do you think they probably know Sunmilk better than they would know Skaba? Maybe they.
Do you know a traveling merchant named Sunmut?
Oh, fuck that guy. Yeah, I know.
I feel the same way.
He's all right. He just
Great.
Has he been around recently?
not lately. No, he's his partner got real sick, so he's been kind of off and doing his own thing.
Who's his partner?
Starts with a D. I don't know it real well.
They don't come in here and have
He-
festivities
yeah,
with you?
yeah, they come in, but he's been sick, real sick for a while. So he's I know that Sunmut was going out looking for something to fix it.
Right, right.
But,
Well,
yeah.
we also, ran into Sunmut on our travels,
Okay.
and he did tell us of the circumstances, and we're also trying to help him with his
Oh,
his
okay.
things as
Well,
well.
hey, good
So
on you guys.
if we can't find Sammy, maybe we could find someone and his friend. If maybe you could point us in a general direction.
I don't think they know each other either. What? Everybody know everything.
I'm trying.
Somewhat. There's an apothecary that I know he hangs out at, and somewhat he's a nice guy and all, but I don't know if you want to get involved with him too heavily.
Nice guy.
It's
Sure.
nice.
I mean,
yeah, he's not a bad guy. He's just.
I know what you're saying. I mean, we've met him
all right.
before,
Well,
so.
yeah, he's the apothecary is he's on the other side of the river, but he's kind of slumming it up a little bit.
Like other side, west side.
We
came in the
yes,
east
it's
gate.
the southwest side. It kind of but yep, you go down the road here, you make a right, and then you'll walk down for a while, you'll see a big bridge, you go over top of that, and then there you go. It'll be on the other side of that bridge. If I remember correctly, you keep going, and then you keep going, and then you'll come up to a tavern that's in the middle of a fork in the road.
Tavern
You make
name?
a right.
The Forking Tavern.
Good
That's
one,
a good one,
Rivals.
right?
I have jokes too.
You make a right, and then you go walking in, and he's down there somewhere. It's the only apothecary on that side of town. So you ask around, you'll be able to find it.
All right. There's a lot of time asking around when we are on a time frame.
Sorry,
but-
I'm
No,
working.
no, not your fault.
Oh,
You were
okay.
great.
She's yelling at me. How far is it?
I don't know, like it's most of the way across the city, so it's,
Okay.
you know, it's a while.
Tell me what's
A while.
potion bottles that I can.
Fair.
What?
Huh?
What you need, kiddo?
Nothing. So
All
that's
right.
where Sun lives. We're gonna go find him.
I don't know about lives, but a friend of a friend kind of thing, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much
Yeah,
for
no
your
problem.
time. Very helpful.
Yep.
Really appreciate
Happy to help.
One more question. Is there a gate on that side of the city that we can leave?
Yeah, well, kind of. There's not really a gate, but you can leave through it.
Okay.
it. Right. Well, very good. I think we will head that way. Thank you very much for the information.
Yeah, no problem. You guys want to have prayer?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and he pours you all
is it okay if our young
Oh,
friend
absolutely.
takes a sacrament?
It has a little. It looks like almost like a kid glass. You know what I mean? It's just like this tiny thing, and then it's like, here you go, and hands off a drink to all of you.
I'm mildly insulted that he gave me a little glass, but I'm also grateful. So,
Yep.
I will donate 3 silver
Oh well, thank you very much.
to your church.
Puts it into the thing, and then sends you on your way.
I try to ask for a refill.
You don't want to pray too much, kiddo.
She really likes to pray.
So the stuff that he hands you is very watery. It's more like medieval ale in the sense that it's just enough calories to keep you alive, and it's also liquid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not anything that's gonna get you smashed. Yep. So kids can drink it. without
Sorry, kiddo.
Messing you up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I hope things go well for you and you enjoy your prayers.
All right. Time to go.
What? I was thirsty.
Right. Time to go.
So you guys heading down that way?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So as you're walking down, you do see a strange sight. On the river, there's mostly docks and things like that, and then there's a bunch of barrels floating in the river, and then one of them is caught up onto a dock, and you hear,
Shit.
and then from inside, hey, anyone?
How to start running
Hold up!
over the barrel.
You guys are walking by and like seeing this thing, and then there's a screaming barrel in the middle of the river.
Come on, help me.
Try to pull.
Help you.
Oh, fine, I'll do it myself.
I try to pick the barrel up out of the river.
And you're able to kind of get it up onto there and then wiggle it slowly and get it up to the top. But it looks like it's nailed shut.
Hey,
Yeah, which you don't do that to barrels. You don't nail a barrel shut. No. it's not something that you do. So, yep.
hey, somebody in there?
Well, I mean, I don't think the barrel was.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Escobar, is that you?
See?
Shit, how the hell did you get nailed in the barrel? Hold on a second.
Just open it. Open
It
it up.
does not look big enough to hold Shkaba.
This-
It might be a trick. Is there any passage for me to like go in and confirm that it's him?
If there was, it would have sunk to the bottom of the river. Yeah. if it was an inch wide, it would just
I'm like a little floating
Shkaba would have died.
Sonny, you got a crowbar or something?
So dead.
I don't have a crowbar.
I just have random things. I don't know.
Rivals, don't you have
Make a
things
wisdom
and
check.
stuff?
I got stuff and things.
Oh, break it. You're the breaker.
I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Open this barrel, please.
I'll take out one of my daggers and just like try to pry
Okay.
the lid open.
So Sonny comes up with some wood carving tools.
Oh, see?
And it's like, yeah, and there's a chisel on there that you hit with a hammer, and it's perfect.
Perfect. Pop these nails out.
Oh, well, I'll give it a start, but you're probably strong enough to, like...
I don't want to break your tools either, but okay.
Chisel,
All right, go ahead and make a athletics check with disadvantage to not hurt Sunbot.
Or break my clothes.
There's Sunbot. Shkabot. Wow. Jeez.
10 total.
10. So as you're out.
Sorry.
Take a D4 damage, but then you do pop the thing off and pop it open. He's stuffed in there.
1 point.
Hey, there you go. He's crammed inside of this thing, just really, like, you're not entirely sure how in the world he got put in there like that. But
Man, this is chicken in the rough if I ever seen it.
Like try to start pulling him out.
yeah, you pull out this 6 foot tall bird man out of a standard sized barrel.
This is like a barrel of holding. I stick my head in there.
Hello.
Hello.
You do see a soggy piece of paper on the bottom of it.
I'll see if I reach and
Oh,
pull
yeah.
it out.
Yep, and it
Read
says "Stop burning my shit," and that's it.
Well, I guess he didn't have a job for you after all.
I realized that after being in the barrel for a very long time.
Oh, you did end up going on a job. You did the job. You just at the end you remember hearing nails going thunk 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 into the
Maybe
top
he
of the
doesn't
barrel.
want to tell these people
Yeah.
what kind of job he had.
But yeah, there you are.
I'm glad you're okay, if not a little soggy.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Shkaba, do you know a bird person named Sammy?
We went over this.
No.
Just so people can fly. Just,
I was
Is
just
that like a brother or
curious. I
anything?
just curious. I thought
cousin?
birds fly in flocks. No? Oh,
Mothers,
sorry.
boyfriends, roommates.
No.
No.
All right. I learn new things every day.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's anybody, like,
Oh yeah, there's people like,
everywhere.
what the hell?
All right,
You know,
keep
a bird
moving.
just popped out of the
yeah.
I'm trying
Mind
to
your
really,
own.
Yeah.
Came first, the barrel or the egg?
I'm trying really
think it-
hard. I keep, like, unintentionally hovering because I'm trying to, like, get to my pocket.
Yeah.
I really missed you. And I, like, try to grab and, like, pull him down a little bit. Can I have a hug?
No.
Please?
No.
And
I was in a barrel for a very long time. You need to let me stretch myself out.
I'll like
There's
unsling
a
my
lot of
bag and
booze in
take
all
the
those
little
barrels.
jug of booze out.
There you go.
Sonny, just relax for a minute here.
Just, I was smelling on my pocket. Where's my boobs?
Just why don't you go hang out in the barrel for a second?
Just cover it up so I can fly in the pocket.
What?
Hold up your cloak.
I lift my cloak a little bit.
And if it blocks enough, I'm just gonna
Sure. Yep.
with the booze
All right.
in the pocket.
Sorry.
Fine. That is all right. That is okay.
There's a lot of weight. So you do hear it's starting to like just
Just like old times.
yeah, you're like, oh, all right, well, so you're just walk around like kind of cradling your
Drink this.
arm a little bit, but
Start trying to
Sure.
empty it out.
right. There you
Make
go.
it lighter.
All right. Well, that is a bonus. One thing that we have now that we didn't before.
Didn't you guys have horses when you came in?
Yes.
Didn't we leave them with?
What did you do with your
Oh
horses?
no, you gave them.
It's a good
Wait, no,
question.
someone already had his own. So yeah, I guess you brought them and left them at the land with her.
Yeah, they had
But then
stables
you-
there, right?
Yeah, so you do have access to them. So that is a.
Suppose we should have got those before we left.
You're not far off from it. I mean, you guys aren't. This is. Yeah, you guys are still in it. You guys got to the river and then saw the barrels and. Here
All
we are.
right.
So,
Well,
quick
we'll go
update.
back.
The potatoes are in storage. The person who could cook the potatoes is out of town. We have to go. We have to go north to Hollygrove.
Wow.
The High Priestess is there. She
It's
has
like
the recipe.
the
But it's going to
axle
cost
thing.
500 gold.
Oh, well,
Good
that's a little
speaking,
bit
rivals.
of my,
Thanks.
that's a little bit out of my pay range. I only have maybe like 3 gold, I think. I think most of it fell in the river there.
Yeah.
Sonny, you want to go for a swim?
You hear like very loud.
It doesn't look like
She's
she's
already,
going
she's
very
already
much
swimming.
anywhere.
Right.
She really missed you.
Maybe we can tug some strings on
I
the
can
way,
tell.
but we need to keep moving, and horses would be good.
Are you with us?
Yes, yes.
Good. I'm glad you're back.
All right, let's backtrack, get our horses, and then we'll keep going to the apothecary.
So I think you had 2 horses, which works out because then one for
Yeah.
you, one for you,
Yep.
and then you're hanging out with somebody and you're flying, right?
Yes.
So
I fly.
the gate out is a lot easier than the gate in, or at least there's not there is a checkpoint, but they don't really monitor going out. They're just worried about people coming in.
Right.
Fair.
If you're
So-
in, you've been in.
Right,
So-
exactly. Yeah, you've already. Yep. So you guys hop onto the horses and head out. Now, because of the extra military presence and all that, the roads are abnormally safe.
Nice.
So you're traveling northeast. Not quite. So you guys came from the southwest, and then now are kind of looping up a little bit. It's about a day's ride out.
Isgallin seems to think that we can make a deal with the High Priestess. Being the the high demand for these potatoes, they have their own value. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the potatoes could get us a lot of, leeway. But like I said, I could still do the whole, string them up and play with them like that, fly in the air, and then make them live.
But also,
That's basically all we have to do, right? Bring them back to life in a way.
You just want weekends at Bernie's again? Like, is that what's happening there?
Oh no.
I mean, if it comes down to it, we could use that as a ploy of some type. But apparently, they have some information that somehow these priestess can tap into.
Oh.
but
that should
also,
be
how do we
interesting.
get High
I
Priestess to
don't like it
believe
very much, personally.
that the potatoes are the potatoes without potatoes
Well, we're
being
just gonna
present?
have to be very convincing and get them to come back to Kryi.
You have a book, you
Yeah.
could draw a picture of what the potatoes look like in your book and then show them what the potatoes look
I'm
like.
not Jeremy the
So
drawer.
weird.
I'm Jeremy the speaker.
You hear from the pocket.
I thought this was a good idea.
I see, it was a good idea. You're the only one with paper. I don't have no paper. Do you have paper?
I don't even know how to use
His head
paper.
was like almost all the way off. We could have just carried it around his head. That would have been convincing.
Horrible.
Potatoes, Sonny.
We could have taken the top of the potato.
Well, we didn't, so this is what we have.
What?
Does he have
Uh,
any jewelry on him?
You guys
Oh,
are
okay.
are able to make it to what you suspect is Hollygrove. There is a little town, and then there is a very thick forest off to the side that the town almost has a huge buffer in between. And the town itself it's not much. There's a few things here and there. This is somewhere that you would stop on your way to the city, kind of thing. Rather than, and that's the only reason that it exists. There are farmlands and things like that, and some mild trading going on here. Just some real basics stuff from a carter that would just come up, set up shop, go into town for the next day. They come back and have a renewing of things, so then the townsfolk don't have to make a day's journey, stuff like that. But it was when you guys left, it was. You guys hadn't rested, so you had actually gotten there towards the night. So if you wanted to rest before you left, then that is an option. But that would be an 8-hour stretch. But you guys are pretty beat up. So
I'm feeling good.
yeah,
Did we travel or not travel?
it's up to you.
Are we
No,
getting-
sorry.
getting the
I just
option
realized
to-
that it wasn't morning when you guys left. It was nighttime,
Right.
basically. When you guys got to the place, it was about. Because I know that it cut down a little bit because of the stuff before. So it's a late afternoon, and so as you guys have been traveling, it's gotten darker and darker and darker. That's gone forever.
Don't step on that barefoot.
But yeah, it's up to you guys. Do you want to press on through the night and make it to the town itself, or do you want to rest first and then go?
Jeremy's starting heavy breathing, very, very gotten worse. Like,
Scavo would like to take a nap.
You could also
I
hear me
imagine you
snoring
didn't
in
get
the
very
pocket,
much
so
rest
I'm
in
not
the
sure
barrel.
if it's your breathing or my snoring.
right,
Not
picture.
very, not any at all.
It's not exactly a
You guys will
Watch
still have
hotel.
plenty of time, even if you have to deal with things for about an hour or
Me too.
a few. That kind of. You'll have, I think, an extra day's worth of leeway before you really have to start worrying. But, yeah. So, anyone keeping watch?
I will. I'm pretty well rested
Sure,
myself
sure.
right
Go ahead
now.
and make a perception check for me. And who's up next?
I'm passed the fuck out in his pocket.
Gotcha.
Eek.
So whoever
6. That would be a
Six?
6.
All right.
Where are we resting? Where are we? Are we at the landward too?
No,
Like a little
you'd
side
be
of the grove.
basically
We
traveling
picked
out
up
for a
our
while,
horses
then you're like,
and
ah, shit, it's
made
dark
camp.
outside.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
Yeah, that was my thing where I was like, oh, wait, you guys just got into town and then left.
You leave town and now it's dark. Okay, and I'm up to speed now. Thank you.
So with the 6, there's the that sound again, that feeling, that voice that doesn't have any words.
I will say, since my perception roll was so low, that I was trying to concentrate on
Yeah, oh yeah.
tuning into
Go
that,
ahead and make
hearing
a
it.
wisdom check.
Fancy. You hear it?
Nah. That's a 9.
9.
9.
It's indistinct and it's hard to
Hey.
grasp onto, but you feel like you can access it in some capacity, but you're not entirely sure what would happen. But it's more to the forefront than the other voices are, but you don't make any sense of it.
Understood. Not really.
Perfect. That's kind of where we're shooting for. Who are you waking up next?
Jeremy sounds like she's dying. So,
Everybody's in such rough shape.
Just go to sleep.
I'll take a second watch.
Okay. That would prevent you from getting a long rest.
That's okay.
Gotcha.
As long as I don't get exhaustion.
Yeah.
As long as I
so-
have time to take a decent nap.
Right. You won't yet, but then if you don't sleep after a certain
That's
point,
fine.
then yes,
I didn't
it'll start to
really
hit you.
need to. Short rest
Right.
gets me well enough
Yeah.
for my
yeah.
abilities.
Yeah. And what is it? You have to have a long rest every 24 hours or so, and then you start having issues. So
Yeah,
you'll
potentially.
be all right for a while, but then about midway late into the next day, then you'll be like, holy shit! All right, I haven't.
I'm a little tired.
You'll be what I look like today.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another perception.
Definitely taking damage.
17.
There.
Yeah, 17.
You don't seem to see anything amiss. The roads are pretty quiet this late at night, and there's not really anything that you're seeing that's piquing any sort of interest.
Okay, good. I'll go try to find Sunny to take a watch.
You hear?
Sonny, wake up, it's your turn.
Are we moving again?
No, you have to take watch so I can have a nap.
I'm in his pocket.
Get out of there and take a watch.
Don't wake him up. He's probably
I
tired.
know, that's why I took 2 watches. Would you please do one?
I push out the barrel of booze, whoop, out of the pocket. Here,
so-
take this.
right.
He's laying backwards, and you push the thing
I'll
out.
try to catch it before he hits it in the
Sure.
face.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would just have cartooned right directly onto his beak, but Rybos picks it up,
Thank you.
pulls money out. There you go.
Okay, I'm coming. Big stretch.
Here. Don't drink it all in one place.
Okie dokie.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And I'll just sit on top of the barrel.
Sure. All right.
I will go find a space, not too far away, but far enough
Mhm.
away, 20, 30 feet away from the main camp, and try to meditate and focus
Sure.
on what I'm hearing.
Okay. Yeah, and that was kind of what you were doing a little bit before. But go ahead and give me
fully
another
concentrating.
wisdom check, because then this will also include the second portion of the watch. to be roughly 2
10.
hours worth of. It's still something that, yes, you know that you can definitely reach out and touch it, just like with your spells. You can access them, but you're not entirely sure what it would do after you accessed it.
Okay.
But it's definitely different from the other voices that you heard because this one's not making sense word-wise, and you can't call upon the voices, but you can call upon some sort of power associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
It was 13. I'm gonna take my map or my crown mask.
Sure.
And
Yep.
on top of the barrel and just look around. And I will also go up to trees
Sure.
at some point
Oh, yeah.
during this watch, just out of boredom, and be like, "Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
You're really pretty.
Thank you.
I like your leaves." Just everyone, just literally just
Right,
walking around
just
trying to
constant.
talk to plants.
Go ahead and make a wisdom or intelligence check.
Oh, why? For
The only monk that I know that I go, make a wisdom check. They're like, damn it.
that's a 9.
9. Yep. You do occasionally hear a horse whinnying, but it's coming from inside your head, and then it doesn't happen again.
I assume it's the horse.
Right.
That
Sure,
we're
sure.
with, right? Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
yep. It's not a friendly whinny. It's a ow, I'm being stabbed horse whinny.
I'll go check on our horses.
Sure, sure. They seem fine. They're just hanging out.
I'll give them a little pet.
Yep. Who are you waking up after that?
You're still heavy breathing, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You were crabby, so. I'll like
I
walk
took
by
2
you and
watches.
be like, and I'll go to Shkaba. Be like, "Hey, buddy. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. It's your turn.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay." I'm gonna hop back in his pocket
Sure.
and try to take care of the holes, the tears,
There you go.
before I go back to sleep. So I can.
Shkabad, do you end up getting up? Or do you just like do that thing where you're like, yeah, I'm getting up and then right back to sleep?
No. When I feel it move around in my pocket, then that's when I'll get up and start moving around.
Sure, sure.
Stretch my wings out a little bit. I won't fly, but I'll just like
Right.
stretch them out.
Can I roll to
Just
see if I poke
sit
him with
there.
a needle?
Yeah, go ahead. This should
Just
be
for fun.
dexterity check, but
Oh dear.
no proficiency.
I feel like that should happen. It's 15.
15. You do a decent job.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Like I don't want to spend a ton of time. I'm literally
Right.
just like trying to tighten up
Right.
the holes so I can go back to sleep.
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you want Shkabad to do while?
Besides wake up and
Yep.
try to get over the fact that he was shoved in the barrel. No, not really. I'm literally just sitting there. With my wings are outstretched the whole time.
Sure, just
Yep. It's 21.
21. As you're looking around and what have you, everything's very peaceful around this area. There are animals and things like that, but everything's very calm.
That is good. Shkaba likes that. It's nice.
All right, so you guys get up in the morning and are refreshed and ready to go. It's a little later in the morning because you guys ended up traveling for a while and went to bed a little later than you would have normally, trying to get to this place as soon as possible. But yeah, now you're all ready to go, and the rest of the road is just as smooth and well policed as the road behind you.
Smooth as butter.
Especially going to another town that ends up having you do see some guards here and there and just kind of patrolling, not super frequently, but somebody walking kind of down this road in armor and wearing the colors of Kryi. But you make it over to what appears to be Hollygrove, and there is the distinction between there is a forest and then there is a not forest. There's a city. Not a city, but like a little town, a few houses, that kind of thing. So what are you guys doing?
We're looking for sunlight, yeah?
No. We're looking for the High Priestess.
You were sent to look for Sunmut, but you found Shkaba in the process, which is why you were
Oh,
looking
right.
for Sunmut. Yep.
My bad.
Now you're good.
I was like, no, he'll know where he is.
Well,
Whatever, fuck that. That was character. Because, like, that's where she is in her life. So.
Well, yeah, you're not entirely sure where to go, but there's
Alright.
people around.
High Priestess. Where do High Priestess go?
Well,
Seems like you're sort of bag, right? So you should probably know something.
it's my family maybe, but not me so much. But
You do see a lot of the people that are walking about. They're walking out to the are out towards like fields and things like that. Like there's clearly an agrarian type of place, and the only people that are going to be in town is people that can't work or have a job at the, you know, in town
Well,
for some reason.
maybe she's popular, and maybe somebody knows where she is. Maybe we ask.
Boy, yeah.
okay, ask someone.
All right, and I'll kind of scope as we go into town and just find somebody that kind of has a little, maybe with some confidence to them, something that maybe a vendor of some kind, somebody who's been there. Maybe.
There outside, there's not very many people. There is an elderly-looking woman sitting there sewing something, and then there's a few little kids running around, and she's frequently snapping at them to stop doing that. But they're kids, so they're
All right, she's the
more than
winner.
like-
There she is. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. We are looking for a High Priestess. You know where she is?
Over in the grove.
Over in the grove.
Yep. And points over at the forest.
Is that not
Oh,
where we are?
do
in
you
the
know
grove?
where
The
in the
Hollygrove?
grove?
Nope.
Well, this is the town.
I stay in
and then there's
Acorns.
The grove.
Acorns. Right. Yes. Of
yeah.
course.
Some
This is
separation,
Acorns.
religious
That's
right.
Hollygrove.
Oh,
All
I
right.
don't
Thank
understand.
you very much for your help.
Yep. No
All right.
problem.
We are in Acorns. We need to go Hollygrove. Hollygrove
So, The
Forest.
town is called Acorns.
Acorns?
Acorns.
That's
As
what
far
I
as
said.
Jeremy knows, yeah.
She just shakes her head and
Thank
goes
you.
back to sewing. Welcome.
So we got to go in there.
Right. That makes sense. It was the whole religious dispute or something that's going on, and that's where they can practice an old religion, apparently. I don't know. That's what the gnome said.
Yeah, it was true. All right, well, let's head in there, I guess. She didn't really say where she was in the Hollygrove, but I guess we'll find out.
That's
I don't know.
right.
Jeremy tried.
Pretty easy to find, all right?
You would think.
As you guys are approaching, you do notice that on a little creek that kind of is in the vicinity here, there is a very sturdy-looking tent set up. It's not anything too boisterous or refined, but it is definitely better than your average just camping around tent. Like it's more or less like a mini pavilion thing. Kind of, yeah, like a yurt, but not round. It's like almost like a military tent kind of thing, where it's you're there for a while kind of thing, and it takes some time setting up.
Gotcha.
You guys are just more or less sleeping on bedrolls underneath the stars, not really putting anything up above you, other than Sunny, who. But you do see a person sitting on what appears to be a log that they had rolled up to the area to sit down, and sitting on that log, putting on armor, and then what appears to be a halfling helping put stuff onto this person. They're putting on a heavy armor, and there's some weaponry kind of sitting here and there, and yeah.
Right up toward the tent.
Who are you? We're looking for the High Priestess.
Good cue pickup there. I like that. That worked out really well. I'll go ahead and describe your character.
I'm a dwarf, with a big complexion of himself, but he's probably about 4'11". He has heavy armor on, your chainmail. He's got his little assistant next to him. He's very clean, though, for a dwarf. Very clean. But you definitely pick up the odor of whiskey or spirits and alcohol from him.
You also notice that there is a donkey nearby with a cart near that filled with barrels.
Burro.
Barrel.
We come from Kryi in search of the High Priestess. I am Ribos of the land where Terra.
I'm Gilgamesh.
and just silence afterwards. And then you hear the assistant kind of poke his head around. He looks like he's dwarvish heritage as well, but dwarvish and halfling. And he leans out and he goes, "Oh,
And who are you?
oh, not important. It's fine."
Don't talk to him. He's Patsy.
Jeremy was gonna say,
Right, that's what he calls me.
I lean over. Patsy.
Oh,
I could use a
small
patsy.
town.
Sure the hell it'd be easy to get my armor on and off.
And then what am I looking at?
So, yeah, go ahead and describe your characters. Yeah.
Okay.
Two big here.
There is a small goblin with a black beret and long ears. Oh no, I have the helmet on.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
My ears are kind of pushed down by this like wooden helmet that looks like ram horns, and I have a black beret that sits kind of in between the horns on my helmet. I have a really nice brown vest.
Look at how weird you look.
Yeah, I know. I'm weird looking. Yellow eyes. I have gold piercings in my ears. Baggy kind of burlap pants on, and yeah, that's me.
Excellent.
So even smaller.
Even smaller?
Next to her.
It's like 2.5 foot tall.
Okay, okay, I feel
Yeah.
tall.
So you're looking at something that could be like a particularly small halfling, maybe a gnome, but maybe a halfling, and you're not really sure. But I also have a very pretty flower like crown on, but it has a wood mask over top of it, like that's connected as one piece.
Which looks a lot similar to the mask that Jeremy has on.
Yeah, but I probably just a small child.
Yep.
Fairly small child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
significantly out of place with these two being much larger, at least in comparison to them. Dark
Sorry.
greenish brownish skin tones with like the square jaw that reminds you of an orc, and I've got two small tusks poking up out of my lip, and then I have pointy wispy ears
half-orky.
like an elf.
Like, okay.
Yep.
I'm a mix.
You're a hybrid.
elf,
Yeah,
elf
so
orc.
which you've seen before. Mixed races in this world are a lot
Very
more
common.
Yes, a lot more
Okay.
common. That kind of thing.
And then,
Then I've
Air croakers are not.
Not very
medium armor and shield atop the horse. I look like I've seen a lot of travel in battle.
okay.
And I am a 6 foot birdman.
Birdman.
I've got very large, semi-tattered wings.
Kenku or
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra.
So-
Brown feathered, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, brown feathered. I've got this nice, very like dark purpley reddish blazer on that is, as you can see, the pocket is very tattered.
Sewn up
because-
with gold thread, right?
Yeah, it's all sewn up with weird,
Like poorly, you know.
weird threads and everything. So yeah, I've got the dark purple jacket on. I've got some dark purple pants on. You usually see Eric Cobras with pants on, but I mean, you know.
I get you.
All right, travelers, come sit. Join me. I was just about to have my first prayer of the day.
Oh, you do
Seems
notice
to be
on
common symbol.
so part of your armor, you'd have a tabard with the same drinking horn symbol as you saw that the priest had in town.
We saw one of your ilk.
Oh,
Your
Dwarf?
church.
Oh,
Church.
them.
Your church.
Right.
Yes.
And you see that the
Back in Kryi, we had prayers. with-
Patsy does have a tabard as well with the same thing, but it's his looks new. You know, like it doesn't look like it's seen battle or anything like that.
come, sit, join me for a prayer, and we'll get to know each other.
Can I have a big prayer this time? Because last time I prayed was like kind of small, and I'd really like a bigger prayer
Sunny,
this time.
don't be
I
rude.
didn't get to pray last time.
Sit next to me, little one.
Drinking,
You see the guy comes.
I have.
To pray.
You'll notice in my tabard has many flasks. Many
Yep.
flasks.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
It's like a dual purpose thing. You just pull it out from the
Yeah.
cloth and you're like, yeah.
So I pull out a flask and it's heavy spirits.
Okay, I get really nervous for a second because you don't know this, but I got poisoned recently, so
I'll
from a
drink.
stranger's flask.
I take a drink of the flask and I go to pass around one of my flasks.
And Patsy's ran off and came back with mugs and then was like, oh.
No. A real prayer, Patsy. We need to
got
start
that.
the day.
Yep, all
I'm
right,
not
I
even feeling
understood.
the gods already.
And he does go through and pour. He looks like he's pouring beer for everyone as well, on top of what you have going on here.
I go to pass the flask, but it's already mostly empty.
Oh, all right. Prayer.
And then I look at the crowd and I say,
I just take a really
"You look a
small
little
sip,
beat
pass
up."
it to Skaba.
Wow, you have the dregs of what used to be in the
flask.
flask. Because Sonny guzzled it. You watch her just.
I guess yeah, I'll just.
I'll reach up and like, ting ting.
I saved you as much as I could. You know what happens.
There's more.
Patsy comes over and hands everyone a.
Tabard of
Yep.
ale now.
I
Yep.
sit up a little straighter.
This is
It's red
prayer
tongue, by
number
the
2.
way, just in case anyone
You are very devout,
cares.
I see.
Okay.
Very. You look a little beat up. Are these guys a little beat up?
We shouldn't be too beat up.
No, not
maybe
too bad. You're
dirty
definitely.
and-
Yeah,
and
I mean, you
They
just
look better
rolled
than
out
they
a
did
roll.
last time
road
because there was some injuries. No injuries.
Not, yes and no, but they look like they've been traveling on the road for a while, and they have gotten into fights, but they're not. They didn't just get out of one.
But okay, so they're all healed up. They're
Oh,
nobody's
yeah.
like
Everyone is
okay.
at their top health and all that good stuff.
Well, you did talk about a priestess, and hopefully I can tell you a little story if you have time.
We have not much time.
But priestess, you say?
If you don't have time, then
We have time for priestess.
Just
stories.
telling the
We
story.
have so much
Gilgamesh.
time. I mean, as long as he has
Sonny.
food to run it.
excellent.
Don't have a lot of time.
I have as much time as this man has flasks. I do not know what you're talking
The
about.
potatoes are going to go bad.
Right. Well,
so
We
I
have
think we're
other-
all very interested in priestess story, so we at least have time for priestess story, don't we?
I would like to pray one more time, please.
You were concerned
Maybe
about
start from that
having
side.
time to even go find Skaba.
Yes, but
And now you
maybe
want
a
to hear
little-
stories
a
from
little
someone we
more
don't even know.
Information about priestess is
You
good
see Shkaba and
information.
Sunny passing back and forth the flask.
And like rivals and I are just
Right,
like
and they're just
bickering.
just shots over and over.
Well, yes, please tell us your story,
Shouldn't be
Gilgamesh.
rude.
If you must know, I love to drink and talk, so I finally feel like talking.
I also like to drink and talk.
We should be friends. But
Yeah.
I come from a long old family from the Red Hills, and I like to remember the ones that came before. And the ones that came before tried to spread our religion to the world, and not everyone was appreciative of drinking and talking. And some of them were slain and buried. And one of my kin is in those woods, and they won't let me collect his bones.
Why not?
Some priestess is supposed to come and help me
Sliding backwards behind him, like.
collect his bones.
I don't like talking that much. I'm gonna start like.
This one is to my kin, and this one is to the homies that came before.
And just pours it onto the ground. And you see Patsy just shake his head.
I lay down
Did Patsy
really
pass
quick.
out the
Oh,
most?
yeah, and he keeps refilling them, even when they're poured on the ground.
Doesn't matter.
I will drink to my and your ancestors. That we can agree. This priestess that is to come, is it the High Priestess of the Firekeepers from Kryi, by chance?
I
That's his
believe she's supposed to be the one, and she's to negotiate with these druids that claim these woods and my ancestors' bones. But there is a keep in there where my clan has bones, and they refuse to let me onto it. They claim the land as their own. My people predate these woods, and hopefully she's here to help settle this claim.
I certainly hope so, because there is sacrilege there. If you cannot reclaim your kin's remains and do well by them, I will help you solve that problem.
We could help you solve that problem.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
you can
they
help
could
us
help you solve
solve
that
our
problem.
problem.
Sorry,
Well-
I didn't want to
Well,
speak for all
the-
of us. This is a bit of a serious
The
matter.
ruins over in No
We're
Man's
all
Land
in this
over there.
together at this point, rivals.
The ruins are over in No Man's Land over there. It's that way.
What is that?
It's around the
You
corner.
mean no man's land? He just said the druids claim
no.
domain.
Gnome Anne.
Oh.
A woman, she's a gnome. Her name is Anne. Gnome Anne's Land.
God damn
It's
it,
yep,
Sam.
right around the back there.
I'm in hopes that he thinks that I'm just drunk and
Sure.
he's self-absorbed in his story. I'm gonna start talking to like the trees and stuff around me. Just literally
Sure.
small child looking at a tree, trying to talk to a tree.
Yep. They're chatting back.
Does he always talk like this?
He only came by a few days ago.
How many times have you heard the story?
Plenty. He tells it to Patsy most nights.
Yeah, Patsy seems nice.
He's not.
Oh,
He's just as insufferable as the dwarf.
so is he telling the truth? Do you guys know where the bones are? Cause
That was before my time. It's a pretty big tree.
yeah, anybody older than you?
Check in the middle.
Uh,
The forest. And if a tree can go,
The branches shuffle a little bit. The shrugging.
like this forest?
it's very quiet for a long
Okay,
time. He goes,
well.
yes.
Keep looking for bigger trees, I guess.
Well, Gilgamesh, I think we both have things in common, and I think we both can help each other. Don't you think, Ribos?
I think we can certainly help your problem. But the priestess is not here yet.
No.
Yes.
But,
Yes, the priestess has been here for a little bit to try to, like, you guys have been in
I
negotiation.
correct myself. The
For a couple
priestess has
days.
been here for a little bit.
This has not solved your problem.
You've been here for 4 days. The priestess has been here for 2 days. You guys are all still arguing. So it's
The
Yep.
debate is fierce. I wish to claim the bones. I will compromise. I'm not a greedy dwarf. I only care for the bones and the religious artifacts around it. If there's a tankard
You guys
or
go
a
ahead and
staff,
make an insight check.
I'm
No,
talking
the
to trees.
information.
And
We're
roll
we're talking to trees.
You're
Got
talking to trees.
6.
6?
11.
And 20.
Oh, shit. You look at the barrels on the cart, and then you look at him, and you're like, there's probably some old ass alcohol in that thing, that buried way deep down there. That's probably what he's looking for, because if this predates the groves, and that's the old religion, and then this is an older version. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a long time for something to be sitting there and steeping and hanging out, getting better. Oh yeah. So if something like that's down there and still drinkable,
I'm not as interested in monetary wealth as I am in my religious artifacts.
But I certainly have an appreciation, if you will, for doing what is right by the remains of your ancestors. To me, this is not a debate. Things should be quite straightforward, and maybe I can help move this discussion along. Can you point us in the direction of this bartering
oh,
priestess?
we have an appointment in a few minutes. We can go march over there right now and go talk to him.
Slow down, Patsy. I haven't prayed enough yet.
Oh, okay. Jeremy was like, yes, and then I was like, oh, all right.
Okay.
I make myself have
All right. Sure, sure.
one more nice long drink before I get up.
Sounds like a plan. And we'll actually. Oh, go ahead.
At some point during like the conversation when I come back, I would like to do a sleight of hand check to pocket a flask. So
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check, and then you make a sleight of hand.
She got it. It's a 2.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's 13.
All right. what kind of
From
things do you
his
have on
person?
you? Go ahead and give
From
me.
his-
Give me
There's
6.
I have
different
6
things.
flasks.
Oh, perfect. Hey, that,
And there are
wow.
different spirits
Yeah.
in it, and one of them's holy water. So I'll roll a d6.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's the,
Yeah.
if it's the 6, it's the holy water.
Brutal. I like that.
It's the 1, so it's
There you
just a
go.
whiskey.
Okay,
Right?
perfect. I love
Perfect.
Whiskey.
You had the exact same train of thought that I did.
Yeah.
It worked out really well. All right, and we'll actually go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, you guys will have met the or gone packed up camp, and then or not camp, not the entire thing, but packed up yourselves and moved over to talk to the priestess.
Wrapped up the prayers and moved
Yep,
on.
yep. All that good
Wrap
stuff.
up the prayers.
All right, see you guys in a little bit.
Go have some prayers. Be right back.
And welcome back. So where we left off, the group was packing up and moving off to talk to the High Priestess and the druid folk. As you come approaching, you do see an elvish woman with slightly bluish skin, very light, standing dressed in what appears to be a similar garb that you guys saw in the church, but a lot more opulent. There's a lot more going on with it. It's definitely, this is a person of high station. Very clearly, this is the priestess. She does end up having a few people with her, but they all seem to be other women of the cloth. And then there's next to them, and almost like a circle of stones. All they're already sitting and waiting for you guys to approach, and they only have 2 empty stones because that's who they were waiting for you guys. And they only thought that there was 2 people, Patsy and Gilgamesh. So the other ones, there's quite a number of people wearing rustic clothing. There's very simple, but a lot of them end up having different furs and things like that that are almost half capes on them, and they appear to be the druids. There is one gnome sitting up that has quite a number of pelts on her, and then a very large furry hat of some sort of creature. Yep. And they're all sitting there and see you all approaching with arms and armor, and you see a lot of them start whispering to each other and get a little nervous because this angry gentleman is now coming up with people who are, armed.
I'm just like focused.
Elf has this
Don't
gnome
fall, don't
and said it's okay to collect what is mine and
Gilgamesh,
my people's before they came and planted their trees.
Will you take a seat, please, so we can begin? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Sunny.
Hello,
That's who we are.
Sunny.
Well, people who are here to help maybe get conversation moving in a non-hostile way.
I just assumed because
Oh no.
You-
Well,
we
maybe
have our own
we're here
business.
to bring that down a little, and maybe we can come to a middle ground.
Who is it that's addressing us?
this is the High Priestess speaking over to you all in a very calming voice, and appears to just be tired of whatever is happening here. But why, Gilgamesh? Did you call these people?
We have traveled from Kryi with our own business
Oh.
to see you. I believe you are the High Priestess from Kryi.
Yes, yes, I am.
The Firekeepers, yes? We spoke with your second, Sister Janice, and she pointed us in your direction.
Oh, did she?
We met Gilgamesh here on our arrival, and I think I may share some opinion with him in what is happening with the remains of his ancestors, but that
And you hear,
is separate. That is separate
more
from our
outsiders!
business.
Why? You people need to leave. All of you. I don't know why you're here.
No one
This
is
is our land.
speaking to you.
And the little gnome lady is very clearly frustrated, and it's now picked up a staff and has been shaking it at you that has little bits of bones and things like that attached to it. And just
Well, we come to talk. Jeremy, the speaker.
Does my divine sense anything from her little staff and bones?
no, it doesn't appear to be. It's more of a naturalistic kind of thing, not a.
Spell-oriented or evil-oriented?
It looks so. Based on your travels and things like that, if somebody was going to cast magic out of something, it would be that. But you're not entirely sure if anyone here does have some sort of magic going on. It's not particularly common all the time in this world. And the fact that these guys walking up and 2 out of 4 of them have magic is crazy, so
Nobody knows that here.
no, nobody knows that. Yeah, but if you think that yourself and the priestess are likely the only ones that have access to any of that. Maybe one of these folks because they're travelers, but past that, you're not entirely sure.
I just want into the crypt,
It's
and I will leave.
Oh, well, this sounds like conversation that has been had many, many times. Let's freshen
Oh,
it up.
yes, so many times.
Oh,
Ah,
wonderful. Well,
we've
maybe
been
we can
speaking for
change it
2
a little bit.
days, and they've
Change
been
the
speaking for 2
dialogue.
more.
Let's sit and let's talk for a while. How about it?
Who in the hell is this?
I told you I'm Jeremy the
who brought
speaker.
who brought the goblin?
Have some respect.
Ribos, it's okay. I get it a lot.
This is our land. What we do with it is our business.
Well, it sounds like somebody else thinks otherwise. So,
So,
I'm
any other
almost done
questions?
with talking. Almost.
Ask your questions.
I don't think Gilgamesh here wants anything to do with your land, just the remains of his ancestors, and those do not belong to you.
He wants to go and pilfer into our lands, into a thing that was on our lands. We don't even know if it's.
Why don't you go with him?
Yes, send
Well,
one
we
of
got
your
that.
people.
No.
We'll just follow him.
There's nasties down there.
Okay, so why you worry about it? Let us go.
Nasty, as you say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's critters. I don't know. Last time, the last group we sent down there didn't come back.
You look like
Well, they did, because we brought them back, but they didn't come back well.
This sounds like a problem that you need solved. My people are very well versed in solving such problems.
very good at that.
Orcs are known as warriors.
yes, and Ribos, very strong.
And goblins are known as thieves.
Not this one.
Traders.
I don't know anything about your
Merchants.
This one has a book. You know what a book
I have
I
many
know
books.
I know what a book is. Great.
Anyways, Ribos, with his skills, our knowledge, we can help. Let's all go together.
No, I'm not letting outsiders into our lands.
Well, come
We're
with us.
already here.
It doesn't sound like you can solve the problem on your own, or else you would have.
Then we'll leave it alone. It's our business.
Did you want to hear his story again?
How long
And
until that?
again? And again?
My priest is
am
like,
not
oh,
leaving."
please don't.
So maybe you
not
should just
leaving.
let him collect the damn bones and then you can have peace.
How long until
Annabelle,
that problem
please.
pours out
Please
of the,
work with us.
of the keep or whatever it is, the catacombs? It pours out and infests your lands that you are populating now.
No, it's just bugs. It's fine. It's not. It's fine.
All right, let me be real with you
Bugs,
right
you eat
now.
bugs, right?
We need High Priestess very urgently. She's tied up in this matter, so we need her to help us. So in order for her to help us, we need to help you in this situation. So let's do that, because right now you're holding up the High Priestess and what she needs to do.
I don't see why I should let you people in. You don't know anything about the trees. You don't
And
know anything about our lands.
and again, and again, and again. He's
Please
just gonna
stop.
keep talking.
Who brought the child?
Hey,
We did.
don't make fun of the kid, okay?
You know nothing about our trees. You know nothing about our
I
ways.
know about trees.
What do you know about trees?
What kind of
They're
trees are
really
we
sweet
talking
and very
about?
pretty. And they talk really slow, but they're really nice.
What the hell are you talking about?
Right. But we'll bring people that respect your culture and your
You-
trees.
Wait. You talk to trees? They speak to you.
You don't? You are the one claiming a
Just hops
relationship
off the
with the
rock. Come on.
trees that we don't know
Come
anything
here.
about.
All of you, this way. And starts
Oh, boy.
shuffling down the thing. Goes up to the largest tree they can and taps on it.
We left
don't
our
think-
horses back at the other tent.
Your horses
yeah.
are
Oh,
fine.
wait.
Patsy,
Right.
go take care of them.
Patsy's got both of them. They're like, it's fine. It's good.
Thanks, Patsy.
Yep, that's what I do.
It's adorable. I do still have my mask on and everything.
Oh, there you go.
I never taken it off.
Sure. And then
I don't think he
taps
likes
on the
being
tree.
hit. Why are you hitting that tree?
What's he saying?
What are you saying?
I didn't say anything to him. He's right now nothing. Yeah.
He's not reacting to being knocked on? Okay.
Well, I mean, do you have like a question or something?
Yes. What's he saying?
Well, he's not going to respond. Like, he's not going to like give you a how to
Talk
do.
to him.
Okay. So I met another one of your large friends recently, and he said that he was the biggest tree in the forest. Are you the biggest tree in the forest?
And you hear back, no,
Oh,
that would be to the center.
that's what he said. And I said center what? And then he was just really quiet. But I mean, I don't know where center is.
And then,
Where's Center?
the gnome's like,
What's it sound like when she's talking to the trees?
sounds like she's talking to a tree.
She's
She's
just speaking
talking-
halfling?
Talking to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it
Near
was.
the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep, bingo. Yep. So, and you do hear a, like, from the gnome woman. She's like, as long as she goes, you guys can go.
Okay.
All right.
That was easy.
Wow.
We have to talk when you're done.
Okay. I like to talk. Not like this guy though.
This is over.
I guess.
See?
Just take what you want from the thing and get out.
Not what he wants. He just
must-
said phones.
Yeah, yeah.
We must pray.
And maybe some artifacts.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
yes.
And she just walks away as soon as you say, we must pray. Patsy's like, yep, on it. And then so Patsy's been carrying on his back a barrel of beer and comes running over, turns around, and just kind of like braces himself.
He's the
And
king.
like hands you a tankard from behind his back, and you got one for each of you.
See these.
To the tankard and staff.
If I keep praying, I'm not going to be able to speak very well.
Just pray a little.
It might make you funnier.
To retrieving
I
and
was
putting
already
your
funny.
ancestors'
You're
bones
funny.
to rest.
Yep.
We'll see about that part.
All right, you guys all take a drink, and then the
In
High
front of him.
Priestess comes over
Still
to us.
drinking your glass.
Thank you so very much. This has been a headache. I don't think you should bring the child necessarily. Just bring her to the entrance.
I'll speak in Elvish.
Sure.
She's not a child.
Oh,
I'm just little.
do you speak Elvish?
Shit.
Hey.
I do not.
I actually
My
do.
bad.
Hey, there you go. Oh, and also, common doesn't exist here. Halfling does. That's something I forgot to mention to you. So go ahead and.
I actually picked
Common.
Elvish.
Yeah, there you go. Right,
She
so you speak-
seems older than she should be.
She's a very small child.
a very small child.
Fairly small.
Fairly small. All right.
I gotta get t-shirts.
Oh well. Well, thank you very much. We will be waiting outside of the crypt, and just in case if anything goes wrong.
Yes, we have other business to discuss, but we will help take care of this problem
Well, I
first.
definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
We will free up your time.
You're gonna be here when we get back, right? Because sometimes
Absolutely.
you're hard
I
to
can't
find,
leave
and we
until
don't want to
this
have to
is
try to
out.
find you again. So
We actually
I'll be
need
here.
you to go back to Kryi.
Right now? No, I can't leave until this is
Soon.
finished.
Okay, fine. But soon.
Okay.
We will wrap this up.
Yeah, you're right.
We will speak after.
I'm gonna go up to Gilgamesh's character. Come on, we can walk and pray at the same time. And just like my time, because you're a dwarf, right? So you're actually not that much bigger than,
No.
well, like double my size.
Stout.
Yeah,
Technically.
not like just
Yeah.
wide.
Right? So you come up, your head comes up to
Like his
basically
chest.
his tailbone. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, not chest. She's 2.5 foot
Yeah.
tall. You're
Oh, no,
4 foot 8.
I'm 4'11".
4'11".
I'm
yeah.
like, what,
so-
I'm
I'm
right
right between you
between
guys
height
at
of
this
this
table.
Okay.
Right, and I think that you. How tall are you?
Like 3.
So
Stand up
Jeremy
close,
comes
right
up to your chest.
Okay.
Sonny
she
comes up
to
to
my
Jeremy's.
waist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on.
I'll walk. I have no problem. I'm getting what I want finally.
It was just like, all right.
You guys
Gilgamesh,
start
do you know how
marching
to get
forward.
to this keep
the-
or catacombs, whatever it
It's
is.
not a very long walk. It's,
Now,
But as you guys are approaching, there is a very large canopy that ends up opening up. There's a few thin trees that kind of go up to the top, and then you see a bunch of thatch houses as you're walking. And you come up to what looks like a little hill, a little mound kind of thing, where a few trees are growing onto, and you wouldn't think that this would be any sort of crypt. This is just a hill. It's just a hill. And then you notice that they had excavated parts of it and found stones, and then pulled those apart and found an entryway to this place. And
Now-
on the door there are two. It's a double door, and it is made of stone that has the symbol with the almost like the little drinking horn on there on either side of the door. So very clearly belongs to these folks.
before we enter,
Pray.
I don't know.
it may be dangerous, and I do not want to put all of your lives on my head and my ancestors. I'm willing to shield at least 2 of you.
Well,
Who will be in the front with me?
I carry my own shield. I will be
No,
in the
no.
front.
The shield of drinking and faith.
If I drink too much and pray
No,
too
no,
much,
no.
I probably won't use my shield well at all.
I'm finally
faith
there
is,
where I
but,
think I can pray through it.
You know, Jeremy wouldn't mind after, you know, the last incident having a little extra.
That's a good idea.
Who else needs my shield?
I don't do the front lines. So, now look at me.
I can give 2 of you.
When
So-
I see him, like, not paying attention, I'm going to go just whoop, right in the pocket.
Sure.
The spirits of Philomena give me strength. When you see me,
I look at Jeremy
Pulse
You see
this
the druids
green
kinda
brown.
and I go to single malt in my belly.
All
And I
right.
give her the shield of faith, which gives her a bonus 2 to her armor class for the duration.
Is it a +2?
And then I look at my bird friend here and I go to single malt in my belly.
Oh, what are you casting? What was
I'm-
it?
Shield of faith.
Shield of Faith. So you concentrate on that spell, correct? Or is it?
I concentrate. It's a small pendant I hold around my neck.
So you can only put it on one person.
No, it
Really,
says
right?
I can use it in. I have 4 spell slots.
Yes, but is it a concentration spell?
I
It
do
should
not
say that.
believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it might not be.
it is. I have to have
There's a few weird ones like that. Let's look it up.
this one I can cast.
Bonus
I got
action,
my.
put concentration up to 10 minutes, so you can pick one person. And
Oh,
then-
so
Yep.
it's one person.
Yes.
I give it to my friend Jeremy.
There you go.
Got it. Is it +2?
Plus
two
2
AC.
to AC.
Got it.
There you go.
Nice.
That was a good choice.
As I'm like, thank you.
I'll walk over.
It's
to
just
the
a preparation
stones that
before we
they've
step
taken
into
away
something.
from the
Jeremy
mound.
needs it.
Okay,
Touch
Jeremy
them
has
so
it.
that I can get in touch a little bit more with my orcish ancestors' voices by coming in
Yeah.
contact with pieces of a crypt.
There you go. It's a little alien because it's dwarvish make, but it's definitely you get the vibe.
This spirits are here.
Does my divine sense anything before we walk in?
No, it does not. In divine sense, that it's fiend, fey, and celestial. Correct? Is that the one? I'm thinking of?
Celestial, fiend, or undead?
Gotcha. That's what it is. None of those things ends up popping up.
I give myself up for this small space again.
That's maybe a little too soon, huh?
I will go first.
Oh,
All right.
by all means.
So we'll go ahead and do the order here, and you guys have a map.
Map.
Oh,
Map.
All right,
It's
I need to
map.
check on your
Oh, look,
side.
you got a little dwarf.
It's little bitty.
I love it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I took some guesses because I didn't have much information going on there. But here, let's give a little zoom in for everyone here.
Oh, nice.
There you go. And you guys at home should be able to see all of that. But what's the order? So we have
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh first.
And I'll be in the front with Gilgamesh, or right behind him if it has to be single file.
It doesn't matter. No, it's a 10-foot-ish wide
Perfect.
hallway. So how?
And I'm
who's
pocket
Sonny's
size.
in my pocket.
Pocket.
Very good drawings, by the way.
Thanks.
Those are
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, I used Sun Mutt as a little bit of an inspiration there and just kind of morphed that person's face.
Very
Here
awesome.
we are.
Oh, I can see it now that you said that. Nice.
Yep. But
If
it worked really well.
Sonny's with Shkaba, Jeremy will stay in the middle, probably between Shkaba and to the
I'll,
front.
I'll definitely
Good call.
100% bring up the rear.
Gotcha.
Try my best
She's in
not
your
to die
pocket.
this time.
Yeah, you haven't noticed that yet. You
She
assume that I'm
is in
like-
your pocket.
Yep, I am.
Kind of looking like that. So
I
this
have
is-
like a nice little like house in there. Like you don't know that, but like,
It's like
I
Howl's
put
Castle,
like
like-
weird
Right.
foods in there, and I
Did
just
we
chill
come in from
and
the
yeah.
far south or from
Yes,
like west?
from the
Oh,
far south. So
that's-
that
She's
all
actually
of the
really
white
lazy.
sections are doorways
Is, like-
to different.
That's him
Well,
getting
you're already
Yeah,
flying,
stone
so why
doors,
can't
so
I just
you can't see what's past them, but you know that there's a door there. So you guys just came in from the south and are walking along in. You do see 2 boxes up ahead and some drag marks from where it looks like they dragged either corpses or people who are about to be corpses.
Assuming it's dark in here?
Yes, there is no light other than what you bring.
Oh, okay, so
dear.
wait a second. Who has the ability? Dwarves have night vision, so
Yeah,
of
dark
course I
vision,
can
yep.
see.
I think Shkaba and Jeremy are the only ones that don't.
Oh, I have it.
Jeremy has it, so
Yep.
Shkaba's the only one that doesn't have it, right?
So
I can see, yeah.
can,
Still-
can everyone
Shkaba's
see?
fine.
Half of us can see.
I can.
Jeremy got it. Jeremy works better at night.
I like the night too.
I'm fine in the crypt.
Right.
And you stay in the back, Birdman.
Oh, that is what I plan on doing.
Shkaba's very good at being behind.
Yes.
Scabard, do you have torches if you need them?
Yes, I think I have one around here somewhere.
If not, I think
You have
I
many
have some as
pockets.
Yes. When I decide. When
Pull it out. My bag.
I'd like to carry forward and inspect the boxes.
Sure. I'll go ahead and make an investigation.
Hey, be careful.
And,
Last time I busted one of those, the whole cabin came down on us.
Oh,
So
but
what do
before-
I roll it against?
So it'd be investigation. So
I do not believe I have an investigation.
We all have
so it's in your intelligence, and if you're proficient with that skill, then it would be with the proficiency bonus.
And
I
what-
did not pick investigation. As
You can still use
No,
it.
but you still have the base.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
you don't
so
get your
my
proficiency
my
bonus.
intelligence is
Correct.
only an 11.
Yeah, perfect. So
get no
you
bonus.
you roll the thing, and whatever you get is what you get.
14.
14. There you go. Upon looking at it and kind of inspecting it, it's a very old box. Looks like this is down here for quite a while.
I have to know.
But weirdly enough, it is down here. It should be rotted out, kind of thing.
But it's too new.
Yep, it's too new. It looks like somebody had brought this down into this area recently, but it is an old box. So you're like, wait, what the hell? Why is this here?
This is too new. Too
What?
new. Too new. The bones have been here for thousands of years. This is too new.
They probably aren't in that box then.
Would you,
Sorry.
whatever is in the box, do you care to see?
Knock the dust off it.
I knocked the dust off.
There's no dust on it. It looks like this was brought down recently.
Pretty new.
Well, it wasn't literal.
Do we
I meant to
have,
open it.
Are any of you talented in seeing what it could be in these boxes?
It does not appear to be nailed shut or anything like that.
I'll walk
looks
up
like
to
a
the
lid.
box and open it.
Kryi, please be careful, and I'm going to bardiccally inspire you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Yes, I'm very good at this, actually. Watch.
And I'll open the lid.
Look.
So when you open it up, it looks like there's mining supplies and stuff like that. It looks like they were going to be doing an operation down here and then got ambushed somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
So
Mining supplies. Very.
they were going to start busting into walls and stuff
Is
like
there
that.
a pickaxe?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll take a pickaxe.
Sure.
I thought this was some kind of special place to them. Why would they be digging?
No,
It's old. I don't know.
Was it established that somebody has a torch out?
I do.
Not yet.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead.
Shkaba does at this
Okay.
point.
I'm the only one that needs it, basically.
Right, but we're in back,
Yeah.
so
I'll walk.
I'm like peering out of the
I'll walk
pocket.
back to Jeremy and Skabad.
There's a door here. Should we check this out before we move forward?
Did you open the door?
I'll open the door.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Which door? The one on the left?
No,
or the one up
I
ahead?
walked straight forward.
Sure.
All right.
I
had
think
walked
that's the door
back,
to open.
so.
Gotcha. All right.
That's the wrong door.
Maybe we should catch up to him before maybe he hurts himself.
Yes, go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I'll stop and listen at this door.
Sure.
See if I
Yeah,
can
go
hear
make a
anything.
perception check. Are you? What are you doing at the door?
I'm looking back at the group saying, I'm going to open the door.
Jeremy's
Right.
going to
10.
move up.
Sure. You don't hear anything through there.
Okay.
Now,
At that
do-
point, I'll
uh,
catch up to the group.
I do have a crossbow, and I have a warhammer,
Gotcha.
but I can only carry one at a time, right?
So do you have a shield?
No.
Gotcha. All right. So you have the warhammer, and then you could have the crossbow in one hand, but you could only fire the crossbow if you
With
have
two
two
hands.
hands on there.
You know, it's one of those where you grab the crossbow with two hands and you kick open the door.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Kick the stone door.
As you're going to kick it, I'm like, oh, you look very, very strong, and I do believe in you, and I'm going to bardically inspire you. So you get D6 for 10 minutes. You can use it once.
What's the
Did you tell
D6
Greg
do for
about
me for
the-
10 minutes?
So it will, you can add it to your rolls
Yep.
if you need it.
Also, in all my games, I have inspiration, so you can re-roll 1d20 in the game at any time.
Oh, this one. That's the one I'm going to roll.
As he's like going for the door.
19 plus her 4.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
So
23.
it's you hear a dry rotted plank shatter inward as the door comes flying open.
Because we're in back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Way in
Yeah,
the back.
like
Yep.
way in the back.
I thought he kind of knew where he was going. Didn't he say he knew where he was going? Why is he being so loud? Shouldn't we be a little sneakier?
I'm a dwarf.
They're way in the back and you're kicking down the door.
I know, it's just,
I mean, as long as he's taking the hit first, it gives me enough time. It gives us enough time to get out of the way.
aww. He said us.
And then, kaboom! As the door goes flying open. You do see in front of you there's quite a bit of rubble, and then when you peek around the corner, you see a very long hallway with a series of doors.
Okay.
This is exactly why we are.
Ribos.
Holding me.
Ribos.
And I pull some glue and
What? A little less noise would be wise.
That's what I said.
Said the person who was glowing blue and saying weird stuff, but that's just Jeremy. Don't mind Jeremy, sorry. Nervous talking now.
Since when does the pulse of light make noise?
You're right. I think it was more of the Brent Willith emboldened me, but
I'm trying to
what
say
do
it
I
under
know? I'm
my
just
breath.
goblin.
I'm trying to be quiet.
And every time you do it, you go, boom.
It's just a quiet.
Do we need to pray?
Not right
Walking
now.
and praying, walking and praying.
You hear from the back.
I tap myself. And
Sure.
pull out another flask.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Isn't one missing?
Well, sunny, kind of, but yeah.
Wait, one? No,
okay.
isn't
No,
a
one of his
flask?
flasks.
Yes.
Oh, is one of your flasks. Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, this
Yes.
would be the.
I think you were
probably
looking at
the
me
first time
asking.
you noticed.
Yep.
That's
You're like, huh? You don't remember praying that one away.
I've been praying a lot today, so I grab a flask and I start praying and I pass it. Does anyone take it?
Why not?
I take a nip.
Jeremy?
I'm telling you, people don't do well if they're too much praying.
No, but generally I see people that their tongues loosen quite well when they have a few of these.
She's got a mouthful of trail mix.
Trying to supplement the alcohol.
Here, thank you.
Shkaba and Sunny, are you guys hanging out in the back, just like standing at the torch?
We're slowly following.
Got it.
Does the flask make it back to us?
I already handed it back to Gilgamesh. Is that,
No,
Okay.
it
thought
wouldn't
you
have,
guys were
yeah.
way back.
That's okay. Nope. I was going to take that one too.
Start like taking them as he's passing.
I apologize.
Especially if I'm in the pocket. 'cause he doesn't
I'm
fucking
just
clue.
angst to get to what I'm after. I do not wish to just bang forward and put you in danger. I apologize.
Everyone make a perception check, including Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, you do it with disadvantage.
Big money.
Would I be disadvantaged?
So
as
I
well
roll
from the
2
pocket?
dice and then take the worst of the 2, correct?
Correct.
8.
Oh, are you sure I have disadvantage?
Yes. That's what hiding in the pocket does.
I know.
Did you get 5?
Dirty 20.
Oh, there you go.
What is
So,
wrong with
Shkaba, you start noticing something crawling out of the rocks next to Gilgamesh. Something small, but definitely there.
It was a 13 for
Hold
me.
on one moment.
That didn't look small.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
This is just a representation because they don't have anything smaller. All right, and let's see here.
Upon noticing that, I would like to get a bit closer to Jeremy. And am I able to point it out to them, or?
You're able to take a very quick if you'd like.
That is fair.
Bugs!
Oh!
And actually, so well, what you're seeing, it looks like these tiny carapace-looking critters. But you're pretty far away, and your torchlight does reach there, but it's a little bit obscured.
I heard carrot face. What word did you actually say?
Carapace.
What does that mean?
It's like the outer shell of a bug
Okay.
kind of thing.
Got it.
It looks like that.
Kind of like a cicada that.
Jesus, sorry. I'm angry with my dice.
That's how it goes. But yes, so you're able to. So everyone is aware of that it exists. But everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo!
Apparently, I learned.
Just
See?
one,
Throw
right?
your dice on the
Put it
floor.
on a-
Now they roll
Money.
well.
Can I borrow
Wait.
the pen?
Big money.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think that was really what I was going for.
When he says bugs, I just further in the
Right.
pocket,
Yay.
further down.
All right, Jeremy.
That's a 24 with a natural 20.
Brutal.
I didn't want it.
solid.
I don't want it, but
What
I'll
are
take
you
it.
adding to
Solid.
initiative? again?
Dexterity. Sunny.
20, not natural.
Alrighty. Gilgamesh.
14.
14. Shkaba.
Nat 20.
Hey,
There you go.
What's the total?
24.
Okay.
All right. Who has the
Nice.
higher
That
dexterity?
was it. Mine's
Nope.
the same. 4.
Four?
Yours is 4.
4.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. Whoever-
Simultaneous
You guys immediately at the same exact
Shkaba
time.
saw the bugs,
Sure,
so
sure.
I'm
That'll
going
work.
to defer to you.
Okay, yeah.
Right
I'll
on.
go first.
I 20 total.
20.
Same as Sunny.
All right.
Exactly.
You know what would be
Okay.
really cool is like a camera on the dice.
Yes,
we've
it,
talked
it would
about
be.
that.
We'll
would
get
be
that.
really
It,
cool.
it would
Like,
double our camera
Capacity?
Yeah. It would be
We're
it
out
would
of
be
places to
very.
plug things
We,
in.
we've thought about it for a while.
Can
and
I
it's-
can I do a little? You do like fix it. We're
Mm-hmm.
putting a huge freaking TV in this table.
Oh,
What
yep,
about
yep,
that?
yep.
Oh,
We were,
perfect.
yep, absolutely. Which would
That
for
would
sure
help a
be.
ton.
Yeah, I think you were
Do
telling us
you
that
want to
the
mount
last
a
time.
camera on the ceiling looking down?
That wouldn't be a terrible idea. We could talk about that after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
That would be cool.
That should hang.
So 24, 24, 20.
Like a
You
permanent
hit.
installation would be
14.
cool.
14.
We'd have
14.
to Take
What
it
did
I'm
I
the
just
low
get?
man on the totem
run it
pole.
down. So.
My dexterity lowest.
That's okay. You got heavier armor. It's fine.
I can take a hit, but my dexterity is my weakest.
All
link.
right. So Shkaba, you're up first.
Yes.
You are carrying a torch in one hand. You can drop it where you are and pull out your
I'm going to
bow.
throw my torch at the bugs.
That is.
Aren't they just like casings of bugs? They're not really bugs. They're just like the.
Oh, you basically saw the armored shells of the bugs crawling out of the.
Okay, so there's actual bugs crawling out.
Correct. Yep. All right, so yeah, that is about 20 foot away, so you wouldn't even have disadvantage. You don't have proficiency, and it would be dexterity. Throw it.
Improvise weapon.
So you said I don't have
Come on,
proficiency. so it's
Skaba.
just-
Come on, Skaba.
Okay.
Burn the bugs.
Add your dexterity modifier.
Big hit a. Net 1.
Ah,
so
you
he's
hit
in the
Gilgamesh in the face with
Oh,
the
hold on,
torch.
I'm a-
There you go.
You
Terrible.
hit Gilgamesh.
All right, that's a little better. We're going with 15. 15
Nice.
on that bad boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Way to fix that.
Thank you.
I'm here for you.
You're about to hit
I
me
didn't
in the
want
face
torch
with
in
a
the back of the
torch.
head.
That was going to be one of you two. Actually.
Yeah, great.
So yeah, you end up hitting it. Go ahead and roll. What would it like? What's,
Improvise weapon, 1d4,
yeah, that'll
plus
work.
your dexterity modifier.
What is a light hammer?
Do I get
Or
sneak attack on
What is
it?
a club? Light hammer?
That's
He was first.
Yeah, it is a good question.
Which one did you hit?
Roll. Yeah, so it'd be a D4 plus your dexterity.
It's a thrown.
Well-
It's thrown, so it'd be dexterity.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless it did. Well, unless you say it doesn't have the thrown property, I suppose.
Right. Well, because I mean,
'Cause it's an
it
improvised
wouldn't.
weapon.
It would be an
so
improvised weapon. It wouldn't
so-
have any
So it'd be
properties.
strength.
Oh, so I guess I'll go ahead and subtract your dexterity and add your strength instead. I forgot that that's how that defaults to strength if it's not the thrown property
Right.
on there.
So a D4 plus strength?
No. What'd you? So what was the? What'd you roll on the dice?
Oh, 11, so it'd be
11.
12.
12. So you throw it and it bounces off one of the rocks nearby one of the things. It's like
That's fine. Can I
Yep.
still see?
yes, you
Yeah.
can absolutely see.
Cool. Am I able to shoot at him, or?
That is one attack,
Yes.
and
Okay.
then so no, because you don't have an extra attack.
All
or
right,
anything
so then
like
I'm
that.
gonna pop behind these boxes then and take a hide.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and roll stealth.
Yay!
And next up is Jeremy.
Jeremy's going to grab her book out of her leather strap really quick and turn to a pretty new place. She goes forward and then she turns back to one and looks at the bug that is closest to Ribos and just let me see the range actually really quick. Just to make sure. Oh yeah, plenty. Just going to look at it and then I'm going to say the discordant melody in your head is tearing you apart from the inside, and I'm going to use dissonant whispers on this bug. So it
Brutal.
needs to make a
All
wisdom
right.
saving throw.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious.
What did you just do to that poor bug?
Destroy his brain.
Wrecked its
Fucking-
mind.
Oh my god, that's way
Way over
so
the
you got a
top,
four.
powerful.
Sweet.
We're like
And,
at the beginning of the dungeon,
Yeah.
not at the end.
So this is your 11.
She goes for
It's
it
hit
right
points
off
for
the get-go.
So, so you hear Jeremy yell this, and then you hear, and as this thing pops essentially. Like if you ever squished a bug,
Jeremy,
just
slow down.
remembered
like yeah,
Slow down.
From the pie.
She's like shaking and she's just like, what? Was that too much?
You feel
Maybe it was
like
too much.
Just do your thing.
over the
Do your
pie.
thing, Jeremy.
So yes,
And she's
one of
like
them's
wheezing
dead.
and
So from what you're seeing, it's actually it appears to be a scorpion about yay big, or so.
It's a big scorpion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. A scorpion the size of a Yorkie. Yep. That's
Jeremy
the
don't
one.
like bugs. No bugs. And that's that.
All right. Sunny.
Big
I
hit 'em.
am in the pocket. I just heard a big pop,
Yep.
and I will pass my turn.
Yeah. All right. Next
Well, I'm
up
already
is
behind a thing
Sure.
with him. Yeah. So nope. I'm like, oh god.
Ribos.
Smart.
Fine. Which one is dead?
Oh, the one that says dead.
I,
All right.
Okay.
You guys are pretty
Yeah,
far
it's
away.
right
There it is.
thank you.
We'll get
That
you into
one's
the
dead.
battle map.
Thanks.
Yep.
Is there 4 or 3?
I see 4.
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Very
Fair enough.
You see things crawling around.
Oh dear.
I will
There could be 12.
Oh goodness gracious.
I will step through the door and then through Gilgamesh's space.
Sure.
And then up next to the one. Yep, right there.
Cool.
So are we using alternate flanking rolls or anything?
Yeah. So and it wouldn't put you
So it'd be nothing.
in that
Yeah,
position
okay.
quite yet.
All right, so I will pull out my spear and stab at it.
Yes.
All right.
Big hit 'em.
That will be a 21 to
That
hit.
definitely hits. Oh yeah.
For 4 points of damage.
All right. So you spear it and it stops moving.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And I will. Can I step forward onto the rocks?
The rocks are difficult terrain.
Okay,
so
well, I
you
should
can-
still have some movement left. I only went
It
5,
says dead.
10, 15,
Yeah,
20.
You deaded it with 4?
Yep.
Yeah, they're just both. So I still
Jeremy
have 10
overreacted.
left.
So overreacted.
Well,
That's what I was about to say.
pause and it's
I
just
think
like,
your minimum damage.
Jeremy,
for
like,
that-
how many
yeah,
more
totally
times
enough.
can
Well,
you blow the
depends if I
brains
miss
out of
that,
something? Let's hold back. I'm blowing the brains
And she's
out of
just
something.
You step forward.
I will step forward onto that, and as I do, pull my spear out and just weave it around and hit the other one with the butt end. I will. 14 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Yeah, big hitter.
Save that. For 6 points of bludgeoning
See?
damage.
Crack that one and it explodes. And
And then I'll just like tap my shield. Bugs.
all right. Gilgamesh. Ribos came in and smash, and then you do see more are crawling out, but they're not out quite yet.
I put away my crossbow
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out my hammer.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the tool.
Do you want to move at all?
Huh?
Do you want to move at all?
Do I have to move to hit one?
From where you're standing, yes.
Then
There will be one that, in theory, will be coming out here pretty soon.
I will wait for it to come out and smash it like
Sure.
a bug.
Sounds like a plan. So, in order for this to work out action economy-wise, you'd have to like toss the crossbow behind you, come up with the hammer, and
Deal.
basically ready in action is what you end up being.
I can do that, but it's still just a D20, correct?
Correct.
For everyone on the camera, I'm a newbie to D&D.
That's how it goes.
Fifth edition, anyway.
So
I'm good with second.
Okay, so
And fourth.
now
And
on
fourth.
the monster's turn, so a monster comes crawling out, and so Gilgamesh seeing it, you use your reaction to.
Which reaction triggers first? Because I get a reaction too.
It's up to you guys.
I see that he was waiting to smash it, so
Right,
I won't take the glory.
You're just looking around like, bug, and then smash it.
16 plus, what's my modifier?
That would be strength
Right, so
And
that's a +2, so that's an
and
18.
proficiency. I'm sorry. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, and I have the
Level
proficiency.
5, so
Yep.
3.
Yep. So yeah, a 13 hits it. So yes, you smash the hell out of it. Go ahead and roll damage.
And it's a 1d. I'm sorry, let me go back.
1d8, I believe.
No, it's a 1d8.
Or is it 1d10 because you rolled it in 2 hands for the warhammer?
It's a 1d10. I rolled the wrong dice. Thank
There.
God.
Is it D8, D10?
Because I
Yeah.
didn't think
Not
a 1 would have
D68.
killed it.
I don't think it's d68. I think it's the same as the sword. It's just
So
bludgeoning.
D8, D10.
Yeah, damage 2 hand, 1d10. Bludgeoning.
Nice.
8.
Hardcore parkour.
Oh, it actually doesn't. Oh yeah, it does have the versatile thing. I see. 8 damage. And you hear a stone cracking underneath of it. Another one bites the
Bug dead.
Proverbial dust.
yeah. And then another one comes out and
And
Rebels.
I'll use my reaction to spirit.
There you go.
A 19 hits it
Yeah, oh yeah.
for 10 points of piercing
So-
damage. I just lift it up.
Right.
Anyone for shish kebab?
They are pretty
like-
meaty bugs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
there you go.
take a big
about
bite
Skibidi?
out of it.
That's a lot of protein. If you're out of food, that's a lot of protein.
Nope.
Did he just say something
So
about
these appear to be
Shkaba?
some sort of giant scorpions. They're a black and almost this. Their shells look like they're bulging at the sides a little bit. Like there's, it's a strange sight. This creature is not something that is super typical around the world, but yeah.
They're
And,
popping pretty quick, though.
Oh yes, absolutely. But no more bugs seem to be popping out.
So, I'll slow down.
I don't like bugs. This is bad idea. Luckily, but why do these people not come down here with such weak bugs? I assume that these bugs would have been like bugs, like bugs.
I'm like crunching.
That's actually pretty good. I don't know why they don't come.
I like pull a little stinger or something out of my
Right.
mouth, throw it on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
They're pretty good. I don't know why they don't come and just get them themselves either.
okay. Well, I guess we'll keep moving.
I'm gonna walk
Shkaba?
over the torch that I did.
Jeremy, make a perception check. You thought for a moment that you heard a skittering coming from behind you. And you're like, yeah!
What was that?
And then you calm down and then you listen a little bit. And you start looking around. And you think it was a figment of your imagination. You know that feeling when there's a bug in your house?
Oh yeah.
And it's somewhere and you don't know where? Yep.
Then you leave the house.
Yep. That's the one.
Okay.
I do not like this.
We had a wasp,
Rivals, I
not a
don't like
wasp.
it. I don't like it at all.
We should try some.
There's a little bit left on my
Oh,
spear.
no! Rivals, get it out of my face.
Fine.
Okay, put it in
Alright.
your face.
So what are you guys
That's
doing?
good. Well, we are on a time frame, so we
I
need to
am
keep
willing
moving.
to kick another door in.
How's it going?
Good. I'm just listening.
All right,
Yeah.
then take a seat.
Yeah, feel free. Have a seat right on over there.
So I look down and see a hallway full of doors, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I say we have lots to choose from.
I do not like doors, Ribos. I don't like bugs. I don't like doors.
I would say you pick, I'll kick.
Let's start in the beginning.
All right. I will be here, not overreacting.
So I guess we're going to the
Don't
very
worry.
first door
I'll
of
start
your
in
6
front.
doors.
You just do your thing.
And now I want to do something insane
the
and
door to
see
a
if I
monster.
can just open it.
It opens without any sort of issue. Opens up towards you. I'm assuming is everyone else following, or are you guys hanging back?
Yeah,
still?
no, I'm right on his flank.
Yep, I'm behind Ribos, but like I am. Yep, quite a bit behind.
I just keep thinking in my mind, the lady was like, maybe not take that one down there, and I'm staying in the pocket.
There you go.
Yep.
The
And are
beer,
I'm
and
gonna
ale,
stand
and
right there,
mead,
so we're right
and
there.
whiskey.
So right here in this room, you end up seeing. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. That symbol there, that is kind of the symbol that has been on all of the drinking horn and like all the tabards and stuff like that. Appears to be some sort of stone sarcophagus, dwarven in make.
That's why I said
looking
the
for.
beer and ale, and mead, and whiskey. Can I take another drink?
Yeah, there you go.
After you.
So I walk in, and I want to be very careful here.
Absolutely. So this room is very dusty, and this whole hallway is also very.
So there's a barrel and a sarcophagus.
There's a barrel there. The barrel has a bunch of runic, like dwarvish markings on the metal band.
Amazing.
And it appears to be brand new, but you recognize
It's
this
old.
custom.
Okay.
So this is an old way of burying the paladins. This is something that is typically only done in the dwarven societies and only done for the higher ups kind of thing.
Amazing.
So the barrel contains the favored drink of the guy who's buried in the sarcophagus.
Even more amazing.
So, but this is definitely this guy's final resting place. It is like when you walk in, you're like, oh, right, I know what this is. Okay, got it.
So this is one of my brothers. This is his place. We shall leave this here, and I'll take the barrel when we're done.
So the barrel portion of it, it's almost like how the Egyptian pharaohs get buried with all their possessions, kind of thing.
Oh, so it's his possession.
It's his thing. So that's kind of the attribution. Like this is what he's taking with him. It represents.
Okay,
all
so
the
this
stories,
is
things of that nature. So this, when you're taking the bones, you'd be taking that too.
Yeah.
If you were removing it from this area, or if you're leaving it here for them to be like.
Oh,
this is
no.
what's being buried.
This is going home to the
There you
home
go.
temple.
But it's also one of those things where you could get help doing that rather than you guys all carting it up.
What I could say is,
individually.
leave it now. Anything
Yeah.
from the barrel and the bones is yours.
I'm all very intrigued by.
Wait, everything from the barrel and the.
Everything from the barrel and the bones.
Mhm.
Apart
is
from the
yours.
barrel and the bones.
Oh, apart from. I thought you said like in between these two things,
No,
you
no,
can have one of
no,
them.
no.
Like, wait,
No.
what?
The bones and the barrel are mine.
Gotcha. Everything else is free game.
Well, Ribos already partaking the bugs, so
I'm like, as Gilgamesh is going in and checking things out, I'm also very intrigued because of the difference in culture and burial. And I just like put my bare hand on the frame of the crypt and just try to get any vibe that I can off of it.
You definitely have that same humming, strange sensation that you've been having. It's been a little bit ever present. It's just been just this tiny noise. But when you try and reach out, you do hear that in your own head, not coming from this thing.
No, but it helps amplify it. Yeah.
Ribos,
It feels like almost because this is a place that you find sacred for somebody else's thing. That's what's kind of that protectiveness of a grave is you feel like that's the triggering thing for this.
I would say, Ribos, the barrel is our religion. Anything with the bones is not.
That's very different than what I'm used to, but I think I understand. Come, there's more we must explore.
yes, this is very interesting. But we are on a time frame, not to be disrespectful.
So no one's going to open?
I'll walk in.
This is not sacrilege.
And I'll go to open the casket.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
not sacrilege.
In there, there's actually nothing on the person. They were buried likely with clothing, but not with armor. Yep. It doesn't appear to be any sort of fineries or anything like that buried with them. This is appears to
Just
be
their
very-
bones.
Yes, and likely whatever clothing that they were wearing that had rotted away over the hundreds and hundreds of years.
This is similar to the way my people care for their dead. We use raw stone, but same idea.
Shall we carry on?
Jeremy, think.
Just like
Alright.
both hands on the sarcophagus.
So go ahead and give me a wisdom check as you're feeling that humming. What's everyone else doing as they're salivating over the
I'm
dead?
right next to him,
Yep.
but I only care about the barrel
Right.
and
Yeah.
the
I
bone.
use my
Absolutely.
inspiration on that one.
Sure.
I just did worse. So yeah, that's gonna be a 5.
The feeling starts to feel alien, and you're like, ah, lip, and you kind of pull away from it a little bit.
Still no divine sense to it?
No, are you just kind of gleaning around kind of thing? You do catch something on Jeremy. It's not Jeremy themselves, but something on Jeremy's person. It's not like an active like, there's a demon, there's an undead, but there's something that pops
Yes,
up.
thank you.
Oh, wait, does it say that you know what it is?
It says the presence of a strong evil registers your senses like a noxious odor or a powerful gold rings,
Okay.
like heavenly music in your
You
ears.
just get a bad taste in your mouth when you look at Jeremy, but it's not Jeremy. It's something on Jeremy's person.
I hear the word barrel loosely from the pocket,
Sure.
and I'm like,
Barrel.
but I don't go anywhere.
Sure.
But now I'm like trying to find my little slit in the pocket that I
Sure.
can see out of.
Do you guys want to? Are you searching along the doorways?
Might as well go to the next one.
Sure. All right, you open it up, and same thing. It does have there is a dwarvish description of each individual. But
Okay, again, the same rules apply.
Yep. And just to save a little bit of time, they appear to be buried in kind of a uniform fashion, and all of those end up being spots where people are buried at.
Okay, so
And also, as you come around the corner, you do notice that there is more to this hallway.
Oh dear.
so fast forward.
So you guys would be down.
I would be in the very front. Fast forward again. They're here to help me.
Right?
So
So, and this is kind of what you guys would see going through, and each one is you guys uncover it, see everything's the exact same.
I
all the way down the line.
propose to go back to the beginning and go through the first door.
You have not found what you look for yet?
I propose to go back to the beginning and look in the first door.
Well, we follow you. This is your journey.
Right.
Be cooler if you hurried up a little.
I see everybody walking back, and I'm like, are
Right?
we done? Was that it? Just these doors? That was it?
There was
This
another
is what
door.
everybody was making a big fuss about?
There is another door at the end of this
I think it
hallway
was the
around the
dogs.
corner, which you guys can
I see
Yep.
that, but
For sure.
my proposal is to go back
Right?
to the first door before we go to the last door.
We're here to support your mission.
I just feel like the last door should be the last door.
All right.
I mean, that's how
Like
it
a lot of
works.
prayer.
Right.
But yes, of course. Let's go follow your
Yes. Sorry,
spirits.
I'm keeping the same thing.
If
here,
you
so-
wish to pray with me,
Oh,
right?
oh no, Jeremy
This
can't
door,
pray.
when you approach it, do you try and open it, or
I'm gonna listen
down.
first.
sure? Go ahead and make a perception check.
11.
11.
What do I add to it?
your-
Intelligence?
you would add your wisdom, or and if you're
Oh!
proficient with it, then
My wisdom is
Yep.
16, so that's
There.
plus
3.
3.
Mhm.
So that's 14.
There you go. 14. You don't quite hear anything in there. Very silent.
I will open the door.
Sure. It opens up with ease, and it looks like it had gone down for quite a bit, but then had collapsed part way through.
Back to the other end, I guess.
There you go. So he opens it up and goes,
I just didn't want the bad guy to surprise us from
right,
behind.
right.
I like the thought.
It did look like that was another way to another route, and then there was likely people buried past there as well.
Jeremy don't like to be snuck up on, so I appreciate that decision.
Seen him very well.
I will walk to the final door and do the same perception check of finally putting my ear to it before I just kick.
Sounds like a plan. What's the order everyone else's is? How are you guys?
Yeah, pretty much like
still
exactly how it is.
But
I see him walk by again. I was like, I thought we were
Kinda like
going
that?
the
Should
other
I wait
way.
here? You know, are you guys gonna come back again?
We don't know what we're going to
19.
find.
19. So you're listening into there, and you do hear some skittering noises.
More bugs.
Good.
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
hungry.
no, no. Ribos, you go first. Jeremy, no like.
I can't see without this, so I'm gonna stay right here.
All right, I'll walk up to the door next to Gilgamesh.
I'll come closer and support you, but
Like
Obviously-
here or here,
not in my right mind sometimes when bugs are involved.
there or there.
Um,
Or
probably
there?
actually a little farther, the first one, like off to the side, just a little further back, yeah.
Perfect.
Just enough where I can see them,
I'll peek
Assuming-
around.
but not the bugs and overreact like I did last time. Hey,
And use your best spell?
man!
All right.
I don't know!
Are you opening
That
up
bug
the
would
door?
have killed me.
Gilgamesh opens the door.
Could've.
All righty.
That bug was out to get me.
Mm-hmm.
It is 9:01. Gilgamesh asks for a potty break, if possible. before
Yeah, we
open
can
the
do
door.
that. We can do that real quick. That's not a problem. All right, we'll be back in just 1 second. And
Gilgamesh
welcome back.
opens the door.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and let's see here.
Oh no.
It got darker.
We found a
Dun,
Pokemon.
dun, dun.
Got darker.
Shaba,
I hope it's
do you want to like go the other way, see if there's anything else? I feel like they're taking a really long time.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
did he say was at the end of that other tunnel?
I don't think there was
All right.
anything.
Yeah.
And
Because he came
so-
back, so
the-
it seemed like there was nothing.
Oops.
I don't know.
But I
Don't
mean,
run away. You got a wall of meat in front of you still. Oh, big bug. Big bug.
oh dear.
Why
Yeah, we
is
could
that
totally go
not
check the other
working?
room, right?
Now, is the big bug visible to Gilgamesh?
Hold on 1 second.
There's a little more to this.
A little more to the
More to
room.
this.
There it is.
Oh, that's
All right,
the
so
good
yes.
stuff.
meets the
Oops, and there's one more other bit of information that's not relevant right now, but will be.
I'm just saying, I think he said that there was like it had collapsed, and I might be able to get through
All right,
there,
so
but
yes, it
people
looks like
can't,
there are
so-
two of the dog-sized scorpions, and then one, horse-sized
They
scorpion.
seem like they
Horse size? Horse?
Yeah, just about,
This one is for you, I think.
and then you go, and it's like skittering around.
So do we do initiative at this point?
Yeah.
Guys.
Do you
What
roll
is
one
that?
dice or two for this?
The one dice, and add your dexterity.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I went one. I pointed one to him so he knew one die, and I rolled on that one.
Nice.
You rolled how many?
No.
One.
One.
11.
That's why we don't put shit in the universe, guys.
All right, so Jeremy,
19.
19.
Big head.
5
Alright,
for
Sunny.
me, but not one.
All righty,
11.
11,
8.
8.
20.
God. I was like,
what'd you get?
19. I was like, please, I don't want to go
Okay, we're
there.
going to.
We're totally out of here.
What was over
Ribos?
over there?
What'd you roll?
20.
Hey, natural?
No,
No.
no, but 20 total.
That's still pretty good.
Not bad.
All
I'll take
righty.
it.
Damn straight.
My best rolls have been my initiative rolls, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Me too, buddy.
All right, so Rebos, you're up first.
That is the biggest scorpion I have ever seen. No! Yes, it's going to be delicious.
And I like stab my spear into the ground and just raise my hand up, and you see it start to glow green and brown. And I just open my hand at the large scorpion and let it go with an eldritch blast.
The weight of the grave shall crush you.
And this huge pulse meteor comes trailing purple and blue.
There you go. All right,
Hopefully boom. Not boom.
No boom.
what'd you get?
No boom. I rolled a 3, so
Oh, Bruce.
there is no,
Oh, no boom.
Don't have me
there's
Rolls
none
up
of
on the wall behind it.
My ancestors are abandoning me.
All right,
so dramatic.
next up, Jeremy.
So dramatic.
So you don't see what's going on, but you hear that's the biggest scorpion I've ever seen.
Oh, all right. I think now is the appropriate time to actually use what
up
I
there?
did before. I will.
You're gonna blow its brain up?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Do that.
So I rode over it, almost like I'm not looking at it, I'm like peeking through it. I'm like on the same page as I was before. And
Right.
I'm just like, you ugly bug, let these whispers destroy your ugly bug mind. And dissonant whispers at the big
There
bug.
All right, and wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Do
You
it.
get a
7.
Nice.
What happened?
She had her do a wisdom save, and he got a 7. So definitely a fail.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And now it has to flee as its reaction.
Yep, 12 psychic damage.
Oh, brutal.
And let me see. On a failed save,
I've hated goblins in every campaign I've played until now.
immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obvious dangerous ground, such as fire or pits.
All right.
Yep.
It's just going to run up onto these rocks and start trying to claw its way through the rocks.
Okay, kill it! Kill it, please!
And as it comes diving over, it does knock over this barrel here,
Thank you.
which spills a boozy-smelling liquid
That was Patsy.
all over
bringing
the place.
ice.
Right?
Patsy was still with us. Patsy's still with us
Yes,
always.
this barrel in here is definitely smashed and tipped over.
Oh no! Okay, kill it, please! And that's the end of Jerry's turn. This is perfect.
Alrighty. This bug comes running up
Oh,
here.
he smashed a barrel?
The giant scorpion did. Yep.
What?
Yep. It ran over and knocked it into it, and
Oh!
imagine a terrified horse with 8 legs.
No!
You know, or 6 legs. 6 legs. The smaller scorpion, that's still the size of a small dog, comes running up and gets to about there, but can't attack this turn. But it is within smashing distance.
Yeah, but I had put my spear into the ground, so I don't get to. Get on me.
Do the thing.
You can't do a second action and
That's
smash
all
the bug?
Me?
Yeah!
Oh no! Are you kidding me?
Come on, Jeremy!
I'm scared for my life right
Next
now.
up, Gilgamesh.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
You
kill
kidding
it.
me?
You kill it.
I have my hammer
Yeah,
still,
there you go.
and I go
Kill
to
it with
smash
force.
the. Well, I gotta smash the little bug.
Yep.
I did not smash the little bug. I rolled a 4, and I get my strength bonus of 2, so that's a 6.
And your proficiency bonus, which is a 3, so that'd be a 9, which still misses, but that's how it goes.
But
Skid
I
inside
get
a
a
little
second attack for being a 5th level
Yep.
paladin.
There you go. Go ahead.
So I will
Paladin.
try a number 2 attack.
I always like to boost up the guests a little bit
Do.
because then
Do
8
they don't
plus
die
5
right
more is what, 13?
13. Hey, there you go. That definitely hits. 13 is its AC.
smash and grab.
Go ahead and roll damage, but I don't think that you can physically not kill it.
You
So go
don't
ahead.
think so? It's possible?
Yeah.
Could you add anything when you do damage?
Strength.
Strength. So that would be a 7.
That kills it.
Yay!
Dead bug.
But that's my turn.
Alright, you do have your movement as well.
But I cannot do a spell, correct?
Correct.
I'll move
Unless
in.
you have a bonus action.
I'll move in.
Sure. What is your movement speed? Is it 25 for dwarves?
Yes.
I think so. Stubby legs.
But
you're-
I'll just move into the middle of the doors.
Gotcha. Right there?
No, yeah, right there.
Perfect. Alright. Next up is Shkaba.
Cool. I look at them and
Chill
I
out.
just raise my thumb up and then run the corner.
Like bailing kind of thing?
Not
Or
necessarily. Me and Sunny talked about checking out the other door, the
You
first
guys
door.
handle that.
Right.
Have fun.
We got this.
So we're gonna.
Yeah,
head out
you
that
can make
way.
it all the way over here. Because Shkaba. So that's one movement. You still have your action.
Is it?
Yeah,
Hey, if you dash, you get us a little closer. I could go.
that's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
You're moving all the way
Yeah, I was gonna go all the way. All the way to the door.
Okay, got it right here. So you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just like.
Have fun.
All right. Next up is Giant Scorpion. So now it can move towards you again, correct?
Yep. It just had to use its reaction to run.
All right. So yes, it's going to come running up to Gilgamesh here, and with its massive stinger, go. Let's see.
Sting, sting.
24.
Oh!
Is that
I know
it?
you have a lot of armor.
I have chainmail armor, which is a 16.
Gotcha. All right, so that one hits, and then it also snaps with its claw, which is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, that hits too.
All right, D8 and. All right. So 11 damage. And then go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh god, yeah, that's a good thing.
You do have
Actually,
advantage
the
because it's due to a poison and you're a
The
dwarf.
restaurants
And I
were
have a
heavy.
constitution of 17, so it's plus 3. Correct?
Yep. And are you? I think fighters are
19.
proficient with Constitution saves. So also, sorry, paladin. You're a paladin.
Yeah, I got 19 as a natural roll, plus 3 makes me 22, and whatever the paladin adds
Oh
to
yeah.
it.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yes. So you feel a poison coursing through your system, but it does not do as much as it would. All right. So then you end up taking another 4 points of damage from the poison, but you would have taken 8.
Perfect.
All
Still
right.
alive.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So alive.
This thing does have a crazed look in its eye. You're not entirely sure what that's all about.
Love crazed looks.
All right. Next up
Just
is
had
Sunny.
It says his mind mushed. That's why.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can, see what's at the end of this hall here. Maybe I can get through some of the rubble still, because it looks like it's just collapsed, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
right.
and you'd be able to
Do that.
do that with your turn and all that. Upon kind of searching through there, you do notice that to the south there are more. There's like another door, and you're able to kind of squeeze through and make it up to the other side. And it looks like this room's halfway collapsed, and the barrel has been smashed probably hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
But it does look like there are more of these things down the line, but it's all just rubble.
Okay.
So you'd have to excavate this entire thing in order to get to that.
Okay. So nothing really seemingly of interest.
Right.
Okay. I will pop back out and go back to Shkaba.
All right. And we'll say you'd be able to do that pretty much all in that bet.
Okay. Great.
All right. Ribos.
I'm taken aback a bit by seeing that giant horse-sized scorpion attack Gilgamesh. So I think twice about rushing in. I just reach up with my open hand and pull out my medallion. I think Dakhildak will drown your soul and hex it.
Sure. It's a good thing to hex.
And then I'll pull my fist back and let an Eldritch Blast go at it.
Sure.
For a 21 to hit.
That
Oh,
hits.
big hitter.
Yeah.
Big hitter.
Come on, dice.
It gets pushed back 10 foot, doesn't it?
I have the option
Yeah.
to push it back 10 foot. First, let's do some damage. So 8 points of damage, and I will push it 10 feet,
Sure.
and also give it disadvantage on strength checks.
There you go. All right. So you push it back 10 foot, and it kind of skitters, and it almost wobbles a little bit, and doesn't seem to be 100% steady on its feet.
As I see that, I'll step forward and pull my spear out of the ground
Sure.
and move up, and flanking with Gilgamesh.
Kind of right there?
I'll
where do you
back
wanna be?
one.
Back one?
Back one. So that, yeah.
Perfect.
Like
Alrighty. Jeremy.
Seeing Ribos gain confidence and run forward, Jeremy will run behind Ribos.
Or behind
damage is that?
Gilgamesh.
that. It was 8.
Gilgamesh is a bigger target.
Oh, I'll say behind
2
Ribos.
necrotic.
Yeah. Both of you is great. Like 2 barriers, I got it. That's good.
Alrighty.
And I will turn back into the beginning of my book and look down, look up at the giant scorpion and just say, "You are the abomination of this world, you ugly bug! You shall perish!" in a vicious mockery.
Brutal.
Beautiful.
And that is a wisdom saving throw.
Which is hilarious. Well, let's see. 3.
3 psychic damage.
All right.
And disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Hell yeah.
It wobbles some more and almost like it's trying to brace itself to not fall over.
You ugly bug. And that's
She's just talking shit to it.
Yeah.
Like, there are. I would assume, is there some sort of magical effect? that comes
Yeah,
with
so
it?
the dissonant whispers, it looks
Oh,
like
yeah. Should I say?
music notes are actually like green and floating, and they kind of like go into its head, and then it does that. But then the vicious mockery is just like a from the mouth. It's like up, and then as my words speak, the green
Sure.
just and like almost like a gaseous effect to
There
it.
you go. All right.
And that's that is it for Jeremy.
Gilgamesh.
Now, here's a question for
Yes.
not knowing.
Uh-huh.
Do I get the 2 extra actions every time?
Yeah.
The extra
Yeah.
action? So I can do a spell and then run forward and attack, or
Not
can
quite.
I? Just,
So that's an extra attack, not an extra action.
okay, so if I run forward and attack, can I use my divine smite?
Yes, absolutely. You can use it on both attacks.
Anytime you hit, you can use it.
Can I use my searing smite and divine smite in the same attack?
Yes, because that's a bonus action spell.
I would like to run forward and hit it with my divine smite and searing smite in the
All
same
right.
attack.
As you come running by, the little bug next to you.
I don't care about the little bug. He
Sure.
can hit me.
The ankle biter
The ankle biter.
gets a
That's what they called me
18.
in high school.
Yeah.
And go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Like you or Jeremy?
Constitution is
Oh,
a
why
17, so 6 plus the 17, 3 is 11.
Oh, that's exactly the DC.
Nice.
Otherwise,
Beautiful.
That's right. A
Yeah.
6 is right.
Well, your total is 11, and you should be good.
hold on.
No, it's not 11. I'm so sorry. 6 plus the Constitution is 9.
And let's see. Hold on one second. Paladin. I don't remember what their saving bonuses are.
I don't need.
Wisdom, charisma. So yeah. Oh, you have advantage because you're a dwarf.
So I was
knew there was
supposed to roll
something else.
2.
Yes.
And take the
Let
better.
me roll the second one. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That's a 9 plus the
Hey,
3.
there you go.
There's
Yes.
my 11! Hey, or 12,
You take
actually.
2 points of damage as it bites you, and as you move by, the poison does nothing. But,
All right,
yeah,
then I do my attack.
Sure.
But there's no advantage to it, just 1 die, right?
correct.
Plus my strength.
And proficiency bonus.
What's the proficiency? I'm so
3.
sorry.
You're
3.
okay. It's 3.
So 3, I'm at 10 plus 2 plus 3, so it's 15.
15 hits. It's AC.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead and roll. So the Searing Smite, I think, is a D8, right?
Searing Smite is a 2nd level. I add an extra D6.
D6. So you'd roll. And what spell level are you?
It's
using
2D6. I'm 5, so it's D6 for Searing Smite. A Divine Smite is D8, and it's 2D8. And then on my level, it takes it to. You get 1 extra damage, 2d8 for the first, and
Using a
then
second
maximum
level
of
spell
5d8.
Right.
5d8.
So
no,
so the Searing Smite, you're getting a D6, and then are you using a 2nd level spell slot for the Divine Smite?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. So then that would be 3d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d8.
2d6.
Oh, sorry, 2d6 for Searing Smite.
Yep. So
Gotcha. So you're going all out.
Do
Yeah.
it.
3.
Can't
Right.
have a 5th level, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, Searing Smite's a.
Can you help me? It's right underneath you.
Is that first level? Oh,
Yeah. Well, I think it's a first.
Thank God, a
But
long
if
arms,
he's
right?
upcasting it to a 2nd level, he's basically burning.
Both the slots.
Yeah. 1d6, 2nd level or higher. Yep.
And then I get my Warhammer on top of it, right?
Yes. So this is going to be a lot of
Crush it.
damage.
Crush it.
24.
Nice.
Yeah.
24 hits. Yeah, absolutely. Or sorry,
24
24
damage.
Divine Smite
gotcha.
Cannon.
And so you did the 2d6,
Correct.
3d8,
Correct.
and 1d8 from the Warhammer.
1d10.
1d10, right.
Plus your strength bonus.
Oh, I didn't do the strength
There it
bonus.
is, yeah.
The strength bonus is 2 more, so that's 26.
There you go. As it
Nice.
crushes into its head and it
Big hit.
stops
Yes.
moving. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You absolutely. Yeah.
Crushed it.
You did over half of its damage in the one hit. Just
I heard it.
there you go. Oh, no.
It's-
It's
No, it's
dead.
dead.
Yeah. It is unmoving on the ground, dead.
Oh, thank God.
There's
to
the bug
do
behind
that.
you, so go ahead and make an attack roll on that one if you'd like. You just kind of step over and
I still can?
yeah, you have an
Yeah,
extra
your
attack. You made one attack, smacked the heck out of
A
it.
natural
That was a
20.
spell.
Nice.
Nope, Searing Smite was a spell, and his Warhammer was a hit. Searing Smite adds to that damage.
And then
But
you have
Searing
the
The way
Smite-
divine.
around, Searing
bonus
Smite
action.
is
Are you sure you can do Searing
Yeah.
Smite and Divine
Is
Smite
a,
in the same
is a
hit?
bonus
Oh,
action
and then
spell.
when you hit with the attack,
That's when you
get
get
the
it.
damage.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I forget.
Yep.
Those smites are awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Paladins deal out the
Brutal.
damage. I forgot how they work for a second too, where I was like, oh, I haven't played a paladin in a while. But
Well, I'm going to play a paladin from now on.
yes, they Nova the hell out of the.
I did a natural 20 on that
Oh
one.
no
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So from where you're standing after you smash this thing, you just throw the hammer from across the room and
I rolled an 8 for damage.
it's-
Plus
yeah,
the...
yeah. So the way I do crits is that you roll your dice and add your maximum dice,
Okay.
which is way more than 4. So you do minimum of like 12, 13 damage without rolling.
That's a lot better than the rolls I've been having. So every
Yes.
initiative has been like last.
After all that is said and done, the crypt goes quiet.
All right, so
Looking around this room, you do see that there are these casks in front of you aren't the burial casks like they were before. These are ceremonial casks. These are meant to be drank. These are meant to be distributed out into the world and shared, and along with sharing stories and all that good stuff. So it's one of those things where this stuff here is for you to take home. You know
this
what I mean?
is,
Like, for the priest to hand
I
out.
believe,
Cup to cup.
group, this is absence. I will take one. Patsy will take one. And each of you, please take one.
I'm sure Sonny will really appreciate that.
Sonny's like, I'm bored. Just
Yeah.
at the
I'm
front
like,
entrance.
you don't even know that I've not been around this entire
hilarious.
time.
I don't care.
Yep. I am in a pocket and you have no clue where
There-
that I
but-
even
but-
there.
This is old. It's worth.
not
immeasurable.
only old,
Interesting.
this is beyond like just old. So somebody make a history or religion check.
It's
Whoever.
not gonna be me.
I have a
What's
history proficiency.
Today.
So Gilgamesh is a little taken aback by this whole thing because it's a
Ancient.
yes.
Not
this-
old,
this
it's
is a lot.
ancient.
16 total.
16?
18.
18? You guys both
Use my inspiration.
remember that there are essentially this is likely absinthe. This is this stuff is like in our world how monks made absinthe to the point where it make you fucking hallucinate. This is the equivalent in this world. Being where it is and in this place, you guys haven't cracked out into it and what have you. But if that is what it is,
Let us pray.
that would be. We'll call it significant. This is a treasure trove, but in an unconventional way, and one of them got smashed by the scorpion.
So
Yep.
one is let us pray. One goes home with Gilgamesh, and 4 goes home with you.
I appreciate your generosity.
Jeremy as well. This might be could help us in our future problems.
Indeed.
Like money, we can sell them.
You're not in the room. you guys are.
No.
That's right, we're way around.
You drink them.
Right.
Just not now.
Yes.
We'll need some time to really enjoy this prayer.
I
So I scratched that.
agree.
I don't hear anything anymore. Do we think they're okay? Should we walk back that way?
Yeah, I guess we would go check out.
Okay.
Nonchalantly fly around.
Sure. Yeah, come around the corner, nice and calm, and then yeah. So you guys come out with in the middle of Gilgamesh telling the story of what these individual things are, and be like, and you can have one each. So all that Sunny and Shkaba come into is that there are barrels of some sort of mysterious booze, and Gilgamesh is saying, take one home, each.
Is that booze? Do we get barrels of booze?
It's not something to take lightly, even for you.
They're light?
Like I can carry one?
You might not understand what's going on.
I
for a while.
see.
If
You
have
believe
some.
as I do.
You see nothing.
I pull out two.
You
To
just
be
hear.
clear, you see nothing.
Yeah, you
you
hear.
you can talk to your team without seeing.
No.
me.
You hear
No, you
Shkaba's pocket.
But Shigaba's pocket is talking to
Yes,
them.
correct. So Gilgamesh is essentially addressing nobody.
So
'cause he-
I'll pull out two of my remainder flasks
Sure.
and say, "This is for prayer, not for these." And hand over to Shkaba
Yep.
2 flasks.
Oh,
And
there you go.
it-
Oh,
it-
you're getting
it's-
a blessing of the from the thing. So these are like prayer flasks for
Correct.
Sunny and you guys as a donation.
Did
But
we
it's all
accidentally
whiskey.
get like the holy water one?
No, you don't take the
saying.
holy
These are
water
the real
one.
ones. All right, and that's actually where we're gonna end it.
Yay!
Ah.
Very, very fun. Good
Thank
session.
you for letting me come play.
Oh,
Thanks
thank you,
for playing.
Gilgamesh.
Good to
This
have
is
you.
awesome.
I'd love to come in again in the future.
Sure.
So whenever there's the Gilgamesh comes back, let me
Right.
know.
Gilgamesh
There you
returns.
I
More
bought
boozy
that when he
adventures.
comes in.
More boozy adventures. But next time you're all drinking with me.
Oh yeah. All right, you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Don't